All right, and we
Jobs.
are live. All right,
And so I told her
I
it
didn't
wasn't
start by
Uranus,
saying
it was your
chungus.
anus.
all right. So the entire ship explodes and everyone dies. Anyway, so we are live. Hello to anybody who's watching or watching on YouTube afterwards. This is episode 2 of our Alien RPG stream. We are streaming Free League's Alien RPG and the cinematic scenario Chariot of the Gods using the starter set on Roll20. For this stream, our audio is brought to us by Syrinscape and their online player, which I will get going here in just a moment. I am Jesse, also known as McMuffinFucker in the chat. And let's just do quick going around introduction, starting with Paige.
Hi, I'm Paige, or Paigeisl in chat, and I'm still playing Leah Davis, the pilot, the drug addict pilot.
All right,
Ooh.
Tad.
I'm freaking Satan in chat, and I'm playing John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Oh, the wheeze. All right.
All right, Keegan.
I'm Keegan, Dubon23 in chat, and I am still playing everyone's best friend, Lyran.
All right, and Chris.
Chief Examiner in chat, and I am also John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
It's
Oh
weird
fuck, his name
because
is my name too.
yeah, it's gonna get confusing.
I hate everything, but that was funny.
Good job, Tad.
All right, but I mean, he's playing Rye, the technician, I believe.
Yes.
All right. So, who wants to give me a recap of last week?
Before we start the recap, how the fuck do I log out of Pen and Pals on Twitch so I can be on Paigeisl?
You hit the logout button.
Log out.
Yeah, the little picture in the top right, and then go down to log out.
It's not there.
Oh, I guess you're trapped.
Shit.
If that's not there, I don't know how to log out otherwise.
That's
Oh,
literally
no.
the logout button. You click on your little profile picture, and it should be the last option on the drop-down menu.
I think
It's-
your only other option
Oh,
is to
wait.
get a new computer.
Nope, we got it. It was covered up. We're fine. Continue.
Mhm.
Moving on.
All right. So, who wants to give me a recap of last week?
We woke up from hypersleep on our ship, the USS Montero, which we were heading to Sutter's world with cargo of tritium gas, that was decaying into helium-3. When we woke up, we found out we weren't even close to Sutter's world. After our Captain Miller, went to check in with Mother, essentially. And then Mother was the one that pulled us out of hypersleep because we were receiving a distress call from an unknown ship, which we're required to investigate. And it was a Weyland-Yutani ship, which almost ran into us. I believe that was the same ship. But I did some crazy fucking Captain Falcon shit and moved us out of the way of that. That ship's called the Cronus, and it's a science ship. It has been missing for about 80 years. I think 75 was the exact number, right?
73, technically.
Oh, okay. And so we decided that we were gonna go on the ship, all of us. Well, Captain Miller stayed behind at first, but the four of us were gonna go on the ship. We were gonna recover any data and samples from the ship, try to salvage it, and then see if there were any survivors on board as well. When we got over there, we checked, Keegan and Tad, sorry, I can't remember your guys' character names right now because I'm not on the thingy. But you guys went to check on Mother, on the Cronus ship. And it took a minute to reboot, and while you guys were doing that, Chris and I went to go check out the cryo chamber, and found a really, really fucked up dead body on the way that had its arms, like, basically, like, ripped off and its head blown off. There were also claw marks on the cryo doors as well. And then also like fungus on the wall that Keegan and Tad found at one point. But then when Mother booted up, I can't remember honestly, like I can't remember what you guys found on Mother, so if anyone remembers that, like insert here because I don't remember. But from there the cryo chambers were deactivating, activating, whatever. Basically the people in the cryo chambers were being woken, and so we eventually all made our way there. And that was when I decided to try and do some vent shit with the spot holes and got scared by a fucking rat. But we made it to the cryo chamber. Everyone was waking up, had no idea what was going on, and Dr. Cooper was one of the people, like, aboard the ship that woke up, who started acting funny, and when we took him into the med bay, he, started convulsing, and he had blood coming out of his eyes and ears, and then one of his eyes popped out, and a white arm came out and was like trying to grab the inside of his mouth. Tad, you shot him point blank in the eye socket,
Yeah.
trying to kill the thing. And then eventually the thing that was inside of his head essentially burst out of his mouth, and it was white, and it had a spine back with a bulbous head that had no eyes, and someone tried to shoot it and they missed, and then I think I ran after it and ended up shooting it with the shotgun, so that fucker died immediately from that. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I missed a big part. Our ship had, something happened on our ship. I know some of us said that it was,
It was a
possibly
cascade
Yes.
power failure.
Yeah.
Yes, and so
Also, you shot the thing with the bolt gun, not a shotgun.
that was the bolt gun. That's right.
Yeah.
So taking a quick rewind, before any of that happened, our ship had a cascading power failure situation, and so I had to go rescue Captain Miller, and use our little fucking rescue ship called the Daisy. After I had to basically set the coordinates to full throttle the fuck away from us, so it wouldn't explode and kill everybody. And so now, after that, Captain Miller's on the ship with us. And we're stuck here now. Basically. Sort of.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. Also, Daisy
Yeah.
is a cargo loader, technically. It's just like a
Cargo
little skiff
loader.
for moving cargo around.
I was thinking skiff. That was the word I was thinking of, not dinghy.
Yeah.
Well,
Paige,
that's
go
what
ahead.
we get for playing a pirate game.
Yes.
We have a pirate game in one of our other game nights. Paige, go ahead and reduce your stress by 2.
Ooh! Okay, hold
For
on a
giving the
second.
recap.
Where the fuck is my... That is
Look
incredibly
at Miss not
helpful.
stressed out over here. Goddamn.
No, I'm still stressed. I have 5 stress die.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys are all in the vehicle bay of the USCSS Cronus after your ship, the Montero, has just exploded off in the distance. A little bit of a shockwave hits the Cronus and kind of, you can all feel the rattle from that explosion, but it's nothing too major. Obviously, it doesn't seem to damage anything besides a few things falling off of shelves. The chains in the vehicle bay rattle around a little bit more, but the vehicle bay is still, empty, so there isn't really anything to really cause any real damage. Miller and Davis step off of Daisy after Davis pulled it into the vehicle bay. It's kind of scraped up on the bottom a little bit, but it's still operational. Miller seems very out of sorts, obviously very stressed out. And then we've got Sham, Rye, and Wilson, who are in the dispatcher office. You guys obviously saw all of this, and you guys can see that Davis and Miller are disembarking the Daisy inside the vehicle bay. You have the vehicle bay doors closed, and you've got it repressurized now. As of right now, it seems that the vehicle bay is pretty empty and pretty quiet.
All right.
Is the map showing up for anybody else? Because it's just a black rectangle on mine.
It's also just a black rectangle for me.
Yeah, I just opened the image in another tab, and I'm looking at it through there.
There,
It's honestly a little bit easier to handle doing that.
Is it
it
showing
sits
up
for
now?
a second.
Still a black rectangle, yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, wait, is that our first ship?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
Montero.
Yeah.
Can you guys see that?
I can see the Montero, yep.
Black.
Black square.
Have you guys tried zooming out?
Yep.
Yes.
But it's showing up as
Out
just,
and in.
It's showing up as
It's-
just a black square for you guys.
Just a black square.
That's
Do
weird.
you have it set as hidden or something?
No.
Maybe.
None of the settings are any different than they were last week.
It don't like us. Keegan and Chris, can you see it?
No, I got a black square. But like I said, I already brought up the ship's plan in another tab, so I'm just using that.
Yeah, that might be
Okay.
what you guys need to do, and then I'll just move tokens around for the stream. And then I'll just look into that later, because I don't know why it's doing that.
Okay. Excuse me.
That's weird that it shows up for the Montero, though.
Yeah, Montero's fine.
But then the
only
moment I
shitty
switch
thing-
to the Cronus...
Yeah, it's just a black square.
A black square.
The only shitty thing about opening up the little pictures is it's very tiny. I can't see shit.
It is fairly
Yeah.
tiny.
So zoom in.
I did. It's just mainly tiny then.
Hey, Paige.
Oh, no. I mean,
Mhm.
I opened it up in
Can
another
you-
tab. Like, I right-clicked on it.
Can you take a
Yeah, I
picture?
have it there.
Can you
I
take
guess I could control.
Can you take
Okay,
a
no.
picture of the black rectangle square thing for me and send it to me, just so I can see what it looks like for you guys?
Yeah, Yeah.
So, imagine the map, but it's black.
Yes, but I'm trying to figure out exactly. When I switch over to it, did you say you were able to see it for a second at that one time tab?
No, it was the Montero that you switched
Yeah.
to.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out.
fuck. Bruh.
I mean, maybe if I reload, I'll reload.
Yeah, let me know if it works, Dad.
Yeah. Oh fuck! All my
work?
little, maybe I don't know. All my little
Oh.
windows I had are gonna be closed now.
Mm.
No, still black. And I don't have my little windows. This is just a complete downgrade.
Damn it. I'm getting the picture to you, Jesse. Just give me 1 second.
All right, no problem. Sorry for any technical issues. We're still ironing out kinks, but at least everyone does have the deck plan, so we can still go off of that. And like I said, we'll worry about the black square a little bit later. I'll try to look into it. But you guys are all in the vehicle bay right now. As I said, you see Miller and Davis disembarking from Daisy, having just managed to escape the explosion of the Montero. What are you guys doing?
Well, personally, I would like to go look at that little thing that exploded out of Dr. Cooper's head.
I'm gonna
It's-
wait for the vehicle bay
Oh.
to pressurize.
The
It's
vehicle
already
bay is
pressurized, she
pressurized.
said.
Oh, okay.
If anyone would like to join me so that it doesn't, like, pop up, that would be much appreciated.
I'll go.
Cool.
I'm
Fuck.
going to
Thanks, buddy.
Oh yeah, no problem,
Mhm.
buddy.
I'm gonna flip to Leah Davis's page in my clipboard, and I'm gonna put a banana sticker next to the other banana stickers. And I'm going to remind her if she gets 5 of those, she does get a $20 gift card to Sizzlers.
Oh
Redeemable anywhere in the galaxy.
my god. Okay.
I like that Sizzlers apparently is the thing that is located everywhere. It's not like McDonald's or
Yeah.
something. Sizzlers is what
No.
managed to spread.
Yep.
Can we
Sizzlers got
can we
big.
can we go Space Dandy and have it be redeemable at any boobies restaurant?
Sure. Any
Thank you.
boobies.
Thank you.
All right, I dropped out. What did you write next to it?
I just put a banana sticker, and if you get 5 banana stickers, you get. It was a gift card to Sizzlers. Now it's a gift card to boobies.
How many stickers does she have?
I don't think I said how many. Hold on.
No, you just said other
This is
banana
important
stickers.
information.
Yeah, there are 2.
She has 3.
Okay.
Oh shit.
But you said 2.
Did I say 2?
You said 2.
Well,
This is very
I
important.
did the roll
He
for
puts
it
another
now.
one.
Yeah.
He rolls a dice on
You're
his
questioning
clipboard.
my authority.
Minus one
I take
banana.
one from Chris's and I put it under pages.
I didn't have a sticker.
Well, now you don't have
Yeah, now you don't have a sticker.
even 0.
Mhm.
He started
You have
everyone off
negative
with
1
one
stickers.
banana for still being alive.
Yeah.
All right, so Cham
I
and
hate
Rye,
this
Cham and Rye have just mentioned that they're going to go back up to inspect the little tiny alien, which is also in the cryo chamber area where you still have the crew that is still like kind of coming to and everything. What is Davis and Wilson doing, or what are Davis and no? What is right?
What the hell did I just do?
No, it'd be what are,
No, I was right.
because
Yeah,
it's 2 people.
yeah. I got confused there.
This is pissing me off. Oh,
What are you trying
okay.
to do?
Oh, okay. I gotta touch screen it. Okay. No, it's fine. We're fine. I'm just trying to look at the deck plans really quick. This is really weird. I actually feel like I'm legit because I have to like use my laptop as a touchscreen. Okay. I am going to also head back up to the cryo chamber to investigate the little disgusting hull bag.
Okay. And how about Wilson?
I'll probably I'm gonna go look at the alien.
I would hope you're not going to stay down here by yourself.
Well, Miller's down there now, so.
Miller
yeah.
is down here, and she is just going to follow you guys. She still seems to be in a decent amount of shock, especially
Yeah.
from her ship blowing up, considering she cares a lot about money, and that's the only way she has of making it.
Well, we're here now.
Well, we found an alien thing, so I mean, first contact's probably worth something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could sell a book deal off that.
All right, so you guys head back to the cryo area. It was actually right outside the showers area because it was heading into where the EVA suits were being kept. I'm not going to bother moving your tokens since you guys can't see the tokens anyway, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to drag them around. So I'm just going to stream the nice little view here. So you guys are in the lower right of the cryo deck by that little shower area. So the little blood burster that popped out is still impaled onto the floor. When you guys make your way back, you first have to go up the elevator and make your way back through the cryo area into the examination room, junction A2, in the shower and wardrobes area. When you guys make your way down there, the crew is still up and about. It looks like a lot of them seem to be a little bit more cognizant now. You know, they obviously had some issues waking up from hypersleep for as long as they were asleep, so they were having memory issues. It looks like they seem to be coming to a lot more. And the first man that you guys saw walk out, as you guys are walking through, he just kind of addresses you and says, "So, what the hell was going on? We just felt like a shockwave."
So,
Oh yeah, our
So-
ship exploded.
yeah.
What do you mean your ship exploded? You see everyone seems kind of confused and concerned.
Hold on.
a
Continue, Tad.
There's like a cascade failure in the reactor. It fucking exploded. That's what happens, I guess. I don't know. I'm not like a reactor.
But
But-
obviously, we got it far enough away that all we felt was that shockwave.
And
Or more specifically, Leia did. High five.
and a high five. And
Yes.
we it's not like we don't have a ship. I mean, clearly I came back. We do have some form of transportation, I guess, if you want to just call it that. So
Paige, just to
I
let you
don't know.
Just to let all you guys know with Daisy doesn't even have a pressurized portion of the ship. Like, you have to
Yeah,
ride
yeah.
on Daisy in a pressure suit.
Yeah. I was
oh,
gonna say I wouldn't really consider it transportation. At least not
oh,
out
I
here.
didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's kind of like, imagine a forklift with a flatbed on the back of it.
Like, yeah, you could drive that to the store, but if you're gonna drive that to the next state,
Yeah, it has no
Oh.
FTL, no cryo chamber, doesn't have a pressurized cabin, doesn't have a cabin period. It's pretty much just an open top. Like, it's just used for moving cargo from, like, you would use it probably to transport things from, like, a station onto the ship.
So what you're telling me is, I just want to make sure I'm getting the picture right. You wear a spacesuit on a space forklift.
Yes.
yes.
Hauling
Okay.
with a
Like,
flatbed on the back of it. Yes.
hauling
It's more-
cargo.
Yeah, it's like a space truck.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Space
a
trucking?
open top space truck.
Okay. That makes sense.
I'm-
I didn't realize that. Sorry, you can go ahead.
I'm pretty good at fixing stuff, so I think with a little bit of help, we might be able to get the reactor running here. Like, clearly, the emergency power is still keeping this place, like, somewhat active, so I imagine that it's not, like,
Well, at this
completely
stage,
out.
I would imagine it's the reactor because I don't think after like 80 years, I don't think emergency power would still be going. It's got to be the reactor booted up, didn't it?
Yeah, so we
It's
probably
the
just have
engines
to.
that need some more power, but you would have to do that from, like, the reactor room.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll let me ask the computer. Hey, Ma.
Ma!
God
Ma!
damn it, no. It does not answer you, you son of a bitch. You're not
I
gonna hey
imagine-
ma mother.
If it does answer, I picture it to sound from Big Bang Theory, where she's like, Howard! But it's a computer.
No one watches
No.
that.
But no,
Okay, here's the thing. I don't either. My dad did. Go ahead, continue.
here's the thing. So with specifically, like, the reactor and the engines, so the reactor is on. The reactor is working. You know that after this much time, the reactor probably needs to be cleaned up a bit with the reactor control room in order to, like, get things going. But it's the engines that primarily need work. The engines,
Also-
the comm array, and the air scrubbers are what need work, but you would have to go to the reactor control room with part of the work for the engines.
Okay. Also, I would like to say one thing, Chris, about Big Bang Theory. One,
Don't you fucking dare.
hang on. One, you shouldn't say that when we're streaming because our audience, most likely, if we have one, consists of nerds with bad taste. So,
Then they're a bunch of losers and they should stop watching.
Well,
Instantly,
hopefully they
everyone
also
drops
like
out.
being assaulted.
All right, so yeah, but that's what you're gonna need to do the repairs here.
Bazinga. Alright, let's keep going.
Swear to Christ.
but yeah, I'd still like to take a look at the alien. Also, we should probably check on all of the people. Like, clearly Dr. Cooper had more
Maybe
signs of it, but we should check everyone else out as well.
there is a med lab on the next deck down, so we could easily take them there and
Give them like an
You know.
MRI. Would they have
Yeah.
something like that?
The auto dock
Oh.
on any ship should be able to do scans like that. Also, hi Sam. We got Sam in the chat.
That we do.
Hi Sam.
He's offended.
That's fine. He'll be
Or she.
alright.
Yeah. Sam's okay, we're good.
But so what are you guys doing? So they're all just standing around, kind of looking at you guys.
Well, I guess I'll ask if they can all head down to the to the med bay thing, should we just bring the little creature down there?
Yeah,
Maybe we could
we
scan
could
it
because
too.
there's a science lab next to the med lab.
Okay.
You should
So-
probably, if you're gonna grab it, like wear gloves because we don't know how that thing works.
Yeah.
Is there anything in the cryo room or in the exam room that could be used as a container? Do we have a Tupperware bowl that we could just scoop
You're
him
gonna
in?
put it in the
All right.
leftover
Well,
container.
first of all of you guys are still in pressure suits. You just don't have your helmets on.
Oh,
So you,
okay.
you are wearing gloves.
Oh.
They're kind of built into the suits that you're wearing. Number
But
two.
I want to put it in a container
Okay.
like a frog.
Yes. Yep. But
and poke holes in the top. Go ahead.
I don't think it needs the holes anymore.
It does. It doesn't.
It,
It doesn't. Just
It's
let
dead.
me have this moment.
In fact, I don't think xenomorphs need the holes ever. I'm pretty sure they can survive in the vacuum of space.
They can, but let me have
Mhm.
this moment, you motherfuckers.
so anyway, the guy that you've been talking to says, "Why do you want us to go to the med lab?"
Oh yeah, you
Well-
probably guys. You might have cryo sickness.
So Flynn, the one guy, the medic, is just kind of shaking his head and just like, you're testing to see if there's more of those things, right? I can assure you there's
Well-
not.
Well, assure me
Well-
by getting in the fucking auto dock.
Well, how can you assure that? Like, how did you know that Dr. Cooper had that prior, or how do you know? Because like I've never seen one of those. So have you seen one of those? Like,
Yes,
what's the
we
situation
have.
here?
Oh,
Well,
Okay,
well, then
okay.
what's going on with it?
yeah. So
Yeah, what's its deal?
Since considering, well, not considering, none of us clearly have asked what was the objective on this ship? Like, what
are
were you guys
asking
doing?
that?
No, legit. Yeah, like this is me talking to him. Like I'm
Okay.
full on asking.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say nobody's even like tried talking to these guys now that they're cognizant.
Yeah.
So John's the guy that you've been talking to. He talks up a little bit and he says, so originally we were sent off to a small planetoid after we picked up some kind of strange transmission, and as he's talking, this one woman with a very like kind of hard-looking face kind of interrupts him and says, "We were there for an archaeological mission." John just kind of looks over at her, slightly annoyed, and then turns back to you guys and says, "We discovered ruins."
On the planetoid.
On
Sorry,
the
I'm just
planetoid,
clarifying.
yes. It was
Okay.
called LV-1113. It was in the 26 Draconis system. We found ruins there. We took some archaeological samples. We recovered a chemical sample, but while we were down there, apparently there had been some kind of mutagen or something that affected the local planet life. We managed to get back to the ship and take off, but there were these strange fungal growths on the planet, and these motes kind of got into people, and most of our crew were killed when several of those things that erupted out of Cooper erupted out of them. Our science team managed to put together an inoculation using the chemical compound that we found on the planet. And you see Flynn pull out a syringe that looks like it's filled with just this like viscous black fluid. He says,
God. Okay.
He says, but it doesn't look like Cooper took his inoculation for whatever reason. That's why we think that he had something burst out. And more importantly, as Flynn is like kind of interjecting now and looking at you guys, he says, more importantly, have you encountered any of those fungal growths on the ship?
Yeah.
I could probably take a shot.
And did it spore?
Yeah, like I poked it. Oh, yeah, because I took off my helmet. Yeah.
So they all kind of like back away a little bit from you guys, and they say, yeah, so you guys are in much bigger danger of being infected than we are.
Well, then I would
Well,
very much.
Raise his hand. I didn't.
I didn't
good.
touch it either. I
I didn't
pretended
touch it.
to.
Were you in the area? Have you been walking around
I
the
was the only
ship
one
with
that
your
wasn't.
helmets off
I
this
think
entire
Tad
time?
maybe too.
Yeah, I was in the area, and then Paige kind of came into the area. It depends on how long it stayed airborne, I guess.
But did you guys
Yeah.
have your helmet off inside the ship?
Yes.
Yes, I think we all said we took our helmets off.
So,
Oh, so it doesn't even matter if we weren't near it.
well, we don't know. Obviously, being near it is the part that matters, but also we don't know how far the spores can spread.
So that inoculation, that's
there-
what is supposed to prevent it.
That's what the science team came up with, yes. And we
I'm
were
gonna
all
hold out my
inoculated.
arm. I'm gonna hold out my arm.
Well, we only have the one.
I'm
Hmm.
prepped and ready. Inject me.
Well,
now hang on.
you might not even have it.
Well, here's the thing. That's fair. Just inject me.
Is there?
It's not drugs.
Well, look at it. It looks like drugs.
It looks
Is
like
there a
Dr.
way
Pepper.
to synthesize this thing?
Well, there's more in the med lab. We just have the one up
Oh.
here.
Oh, then yeah, let's just go
Oh, well,
down
then
there.
let's
fucking
go to the med
inject
lab.
me right now, motherfucker. If there's
Yeah, you
more,
can hit her with that then if you want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down the med bay and get my
hit me.
vaccine.
All right, so
I also.
All right. Hold on. So while Flynn's doing that, you guys are going to go down to the med lab, or are you waiting for her to get the shot?
Can they not give her the shot while we go down in the med lab?
You
guess
can.
it depends.
I'm asking, are you guys going like what is everyone doing? Are you guys waiting for her to get the shot, or are you just going now?
Well,
I was-
I took a face full of stuff. I'm gonna go down there right now.
Yeah, he definitely needs one. I probably need one.
Okay. Rye, what are you doing?
I probably need one.
I don't think the air scrubbers aren't online, but I don't. Is there like air flowing through the vents or anything like that?
I mean, there's air flowing through, yes. What's happening is the air scrubbers aren't really like taking the carbon dioxide out, so the air is kind of heavy and stuffy, but there is air moving throughout the ship.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is if it's not scrubbing the CO2, it wouldn't scrub those spores. So if it's moving through the ship, it's probably all through the ship now. So yeah, everyone needs the shot.
All right.
Actually, a really
Let's do
good
it.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the three of you are going to go down to the medical lab while Davis gets a inoculation.
Yeah.
Okay, because Flynn does insist a little bit that he observes after giving you the shot for at least like 10-15 minutes. You know, your standard
fine.
nurse medical sort of thing.
He
Yep.
likes to watch.
He really likes to watch. All right, so you guys are going to take junction A2 to junction B2 on the... What deck is this? The main
think-
deck?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Davis, so Flynn goes up to you and he, rolls your sleeve up. It's one of those, like, it's not like a straight syringe. It's one of those, they press it up against your skin, hit the button, and it just... Also, hi,
Look.
Alex. Alex is in the stream
Hi,
right now.
Alex.
There's like hydraulic syringes or something like that.
Yeah. The nice little cool sci-fi looking ones.
Yeah. I mean, they exist.
They do, yeah.
Yeah.
So he gives you the inoculation. Like I said, he insists on kind of just watching you over for about 10 minutes or so. Since you're the only one who's actually taking any time to get some rest here, Paige, go ahead and reduce your stress by 2 more.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, you
Okay.
guys can reduce stress if you're in a relatively safe location and just take a moment to, like, breathe or whatever. But you guys decided to just keep going. So you three...
Well, we're busy.
Add
I don't
3
want a little
stress
pale
die.
man to pop out of my eye.
So you guys, the three of you are in Junction B2, which you should be able to see from the floor plans that you guys have. So you do know from approaching the ship, if you look at the south part where it says Science Module, which is just underneath the reactor core, the Science Module is missing on the Cronus. Now you can still walk
No,
in
all
that
the
area.
science.
You can still walk in that area. It's just the actual module itself is gone.
Oh, titties.
Where would I know what I would need to do in order to get the air scrubbers working again?
Yeah, give me 1 second to pull that up. So for the air scrubbers, what you would need to do with those... Sorry, this is on like multiple pages. You would have to go to the ventilation and maintenance shaft, which is on the level you guys were just on. You would have to... So the way the air scrubbers work, they're big carbon filters that have this machine that electrifies a area of water. So usually it's these big filters that sit in a big tube of water, and the water's electrified, which generates oxygen. And then it's powered by a direct feed from the reactors. And then, like I said, it terminates into a water-filled chamber. Best that you can tell, the oxygen generator appears to be offline. So you would probably have to get that going and then clean out the scrubbers, because they're probably just caked on with grime and mold and everything from decades worth. But really, you just need to clean them and make sure the oxygen generator's working. However, because you do maintenance stuff, and Rye would know this too, the way the air scrubbers work, it's a little dangerous, just because once the oxygen generator's working, that water is electrified, so you'd have to be extra careful down there.
Okay,
Ooh.
so do the cleaning first, and then get the generators running, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clean up,
Yep.
everybody do your share.
And then you would know that the comm array would require a spacewalk, and then some comm tech, and then the engines would require heavy machinery and also require a spacewalk, because you would have to do some external repairs, and then you would have to clean up the reactor control room.
Okay.
Those
Yeah, I
are
think
those
there
are the main things you would have to do to get the ship back in operational order for the Cronus.
I think our original plan was Chris and Asian Man were going to work on the comm array, and Keegan was going to work on the engines. But for right now, we want to not have a little pale man come out of our eyeballs.
Yeah, I think the air scrubbers has just recently taken priority.
Gotcha. All right. So, you guys are in Junction B2. Where are you heading?
I'll head to the med lab and get myself one of the syringes. I won't use it yet because I'm going to be in the air scrubbers, so it's probably full of the spores at this point.
Well, does it make you like immune? Is it like a vaccine?
Well, it's an
or is it
inoculation. Inoculation. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll go into the med lab. I'll grab one of those, and then on my way over there, I'll.
All right. Well, before we do that, because one step at a time. Who else?
I
is,
like 2 steps.
Who else is going to the med lab? All of you guys going?
Yeah, I think the 3 that are not currently inoculated were headed there.
Okay, so you guys are just heading straight to the med lab. So you go through the science sector out of Junction B2 and head into the med lab. So give me one moment here just to bring this up.
Is that something we'll be able to see?
No, I'm bringing up my notes.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
You can
you're
see
fine.
this dark square, triangle, rectangle.
Hey, I see a perfect looking map. So
The black rectum.
all right.
Yeah.
So inside the med lab, when you guys walk in, it looks like the med lab from the Nostromo, but it's actually a little bit larger. There are 2 older generation Pauling med pods. So these are kind of like your auto dock things, where it's a plexiglass tube that you would normally like put somebody into, and that's where you could do scanning and then perform different kinds of medical procedures and whatnot. One of them has its plexiglass tube is splintered and shattered, almost like something broke out of it. The other one is sealed, and you can actually see that it's lit, but the entire inner surface of the plexiglass is covered in what looks to be thick, dried blood.
Ooh.
There's a row of large specimen jars that is sitting on the opposite wall to the door. And the med pods are technically in another room. It's just an adjoining room, but you guys can see it from inside the actual med lab. Inside the large specimen jars, you see two of them appear to have what appear to be two small alien-looking creatures, similar to the one that was bolted into the floor upstairs. On a far shelf, on the opposite side, away from that, there is a smaller specimen jar that doesn't have liquid in it, but still looks to be sealed. That looks like it has the same fungal nodes that you found in that one spot. And next to the desk is an open metallic urn. And there appears to be a med kit case underneath the desk.
Would we recognize the urn, or is that something like strange?
You guys don't recognize the urn. It looks like some weird material and weird design that you've never seen.
Okay.
And it looks like it's like open air, like it's not closed or anything.
No, the urn looks to be open. You can see like the lid sitting next to it.
Okay. Gonna look around for those syringe things though.
All right, well, if you look under the desk for that medkit case, there are 6 syringes that are filled and look exactly the same as the one that Flynn used on Davis.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. Hang on a second. I need to zoom in and try to see exactly where I need to go. Where did you say the thing to access the scrubbers was?
That should be on the cryo deck. There's a thing marked air scrubber shaft. You would need to use one of the maintenance. Pretty much, you have to crawl in a spud hole to get into the air scrubber shaft. But you would do it from the cryo deck.
Cargo vehicle bay.
Do we have to do any
Okay.
kind of medical check to inject ourselves, or is
No.
it just
No, these
Okay.
are auto syringes, so they're really easy to use. You know, you just put them near where your vein is and inject.
okay?
Well, I am going to wave and say I'm gonna go try to get the scrubbers working.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit myself with an inoculation, and then I'll probably go hang out with the survivors.
Okay. What is Rye doing right now?
Same thing. And what was the guy's name that was gonna go? I was forcing to go out in space with me.
Shin Man.
That was Flynn. That was the medic.
Flynn, yes. Yeah, I'm gonna go get him and get ready to go spacewalking.
Why does the medic know how to fix comm arrays?
He has contact, man. A medic doesn't have anything else to do when he's not being a medic.
Yeah, it's a cushy job.
I will say, while you guys are hanging out with them, maybe you could ask them about, and I'll point at the tube filled with dried blood. Like, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah, I'll bring it up.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
All right. So, Rye, did you say that you're taking the inoculation?
Yes.
Okay. And Keegan, I'm assuming you're going to, or are you just heading toward the air scrubbers first?
I'm assuming that I'm gonna have to like not be in that shaft with the suit on, so I'll just do it when I take the suit off.
Okay.
The shaft.
All right,
Yeah.
so you start making your way. I mean, technically, I guess all 3 of you are making your way. Are you guys checking the med lab, like taking some time to search around, or are you just walking out?
I want to get those scrubbers working.
All right,
But,
so you
I
you
mean-
can just go. But what about
Yeah.
what about Wilson and Rye? Are you guys taking time to search around, or are you just going?
Did I stutter?
Okay, so he's going. Wilson, are you just going upstairs?
I mean, I'll probably look at the specimens and stuff, but yeah, other than that, I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay, yeah, the specimens just appear to be bloodbursters. The same thing that
Okay.
you impaled. They're dead, from what you can tell when you get like a closer look.
Would you have looked at the blood-covered one to see if there's anything still in there?
Probably, yeah. I assume there's like
You would have to
in there.
open it. The med
Okay,
pod.
I'm not doing that.
Just
It's gonna stink in
not.
there.
Okay. So you guys start making your way back up to Junction B1. Davis, when Flynn, tells you, like, okay, you're all set, pretty much right around that same time, you see the three of them coming up from Junction A2. You see Lyron kind of just make his way straight past you as he's going off to try to hit the air scrubbers.
I'll wave.
He waves. Is
Okay,
there
I'll
anything
just
you would
kinda
like to do
wave.
now that they've come back up?
Well, I mean, I know I got I want to go down to the med lab.
Okay.
Are there survivors down there still?
In the med lab? No.
Yeah. Oh, they left?
No, they're in
No,
the cryo room.
they never went to it.
Oh, they never went to the med lab?
No,
Oh, okay.
they
Well,
went by themselves.
I would like to go to the med lab.
Okay. All right, so you're going to head down to the med lab. Rye, are you grabbing Flynn?
Yes.
All right, well, Flynn originally agreed to it beforehand, so he kind of looks like he was hoping that you would forget. But he just kind of resigns and says, all right, let's just do this. You see that same kind of hard-faced woman from before just kind of look over at you guys and just say, like, just make sure to do a good job.
Absolutely. Thumbs up.
She wasn't talking
If they
to you.
want,
Oh,
if they want a banana sticker, they're gonna do a good job.
All right, so you guys head down towards the opposite end of where the dead bloodburster was. You're heading towards the other EVA suit area, but you guys will have to hold on, give me a second here.
1.
All right, so Paige is dead.
Yep.
It had to be done on Stram at least once.
All right, so from inside that room, he grabs himself a pressure suit, and then he just kind of turns over and looks at Ryan and says, "So how are we getting outside?"
It's your ship. You don't know?
Well, I know our main airlock was damaged.
Is there a backup?
We came in through the backup, didn't we?
You came in through the main airlock. You had the umbilical attached to it.
Oh yeah, and it was all fucked.
Yeah, and you literally had to cut the door open. So that airlock, you don't want to open that airlock door. He says the only other airlocks that they had were in the vehicle bay, but last he knew those airlocks were malfunctioning, at least the standard airlocks. But he supposes the vehicle ramp might still work.
Malfunctioning how?
Just jammed. They hit a micrometeor storm on their way out from LV 1113. It caused a lot of the damage, and then when shit started going bad and all of these creatures started roaming around and killing people, they barricaded themselves and then just went to sleep.
Y'all are just full of
That's
problems.
Just
the
how I
logical
deal with
thing
my
to do.
problems.
Yeah.
Well, so you guys would know probably the reason why they did that is these ships only have a certain amount of oxygen and stuff in them typically. That's why when you guys came in here, everything was shut down and the power was off and stuff. So they probably went to sleep because they may have not had enough life support. Also, it could have just been desperation. They don't really give you a good answer of why they did it. But yeah, so Flynn says, I mean, we can try the vehicle bay ramp. That's probably the only consistent way in and out. It is a little bit of a waste of air, though, depressurizing that large of a space. But I guess if it has to be done.
I mean, we can just drift in space for a while if you want.
He's like, let's just go down there and do that. All right,
That's where we go.
Rocket Man!
all right. So you guys,
Burning out his...
He's
Go ahead.
out here alone.
Hey, no singing the copyrighted songs on stream.
Ah, shit,
You're
you're right.
God damn
Alright,
it,
we're done.
Paige.
And
And
Tad.
it's always me. It's always me.
All right, so you guys make your way down to the vehicle bay. We got Chim heading towards the air scrubber shaft. We got Davis heading towards the medical lab, and we've got Wilson in the cryo rooms with everyone else. Cool. I like that everyone split up. I love this.
Mhm.
All right,
I
so
mean, I'm trying to get some stress healed, so
yeah, that's probably
I mean-
not a bad idea.
We're clearly safe.
Clearly.
We killed the thing.
Yeah, it's not like most of the ship is still completely unexplored.
Yeah.
they've
All right.
been there before.
All right, so Paige, you make your way down to Junction B2 on the main level. You still
Yep.
have the deck plans, obviously. As you can see, the med lab is real close by to where Junction B2 is, so it's not hard for you to get in there. And when you get in, you see the same exact thing that they see. You can see that urn is there open. You can see an open medical case where they pulled out more of the syringes of this inoculation. You can see the busted med pod and then the other one that appears to be filled with blood. And you can see the specimen tubes and stuff. What would you like to do in here?
I would like to search for a fix.
Search for a fix. Okay.
I don't know how else to say it, so I'm just gonna say it.
Just because. Go ahead and give me observation.
Oh no. Okay, give me a second.
You can find a fix that goes on your face. That'll affix to you.
Hey.
I don't think they have any face huggers here.
No, probably not.
Ooh!
Hey, there you
Nice. All right.
Nice.
So, looking around, I need you to actually give me 1 second because I got to pull this up.
Add 26 stress die as Xenomorph comes around the corner.
Yep.
Got it.
As the chest burster you didn't know that you had just bursts out.
Yeah. I can't make a chest burster noise. That was wimpy.
All right, so Paige, you find 4 personal med kits.
Oh shit, okay.
And now I need you to roll a d6 3 times.
Holy fuck, okay. Can I do 3d6 at once?
Yeah, that's fine, as long as I can look at... I should be able to see the numbers, so... 3, 6, and 6. Jesus Christ.
I was
okay.
so close to getting 666.
You were.
That's some bullshit.
All right, so Paige, you find 3 doses of Never Sleep pills.
Holy shit, okay, hold on a second.
So meth.
Yes. Each dose
Okay.
increases your stress level 1 step, but removes the need for sleep for 1 day. But during that day, you cannot relieve stress.
Increases stress by 1 level, need for sleep, and then it cut out.
And then
You
during...
don't have to sleep.
Yeah, you don't have to sleep for 1 day, and during that day, you cannot relieve stress.
Oops, shit, hold on a second. Type normal! Okay. Alright.
All right, and then
We're
you
good on
find
that.
6 doses of hydration. It's HYDR, the number 8, and then TION. This is an electrolyte solution that counteracts the dehydrating effects of hypersleep.
That's straight up just saline, isn't it?
It's Gatorade. It's just Gatorade. It's space Gatorade. It's Spaderade.
Gatorade.
Nice.
And then you find 6 doses of Naproleve. Naproleve.
Okay.
An injectable instant pain reliever for all strains, stresses, and irritations. Recommended for use during any self-inflicted cesarean performed to extract an unconventional fetus from your womb.
Oh my god, no! It's the fucking... Oh my god, okay, go ahead, continue.
But,
I get that reference.
Yeah, it's the reference on the thing, so I wanted to say it. So anyway, using it immediately reduces the patient's stress level to 0.
Oh, that's incredible.
Uh-huh.
And you got 6 of those?
She has
Don't
6 of them. But you guys don't know that.
Get your
yeah.
covenant eyes away from Naproleve.
And then warning, an overdose of nap relief can have an intoxicating effect. Each dose beyond the first in the same shift gives a -1 modification to all agility-based skill rolls until the end of that shift.
Paige, do all 6.
You just find
You'll
her in the
never feel
bottom of the
stressed
med
again.
lab, just twitching from fucking an elephant's dose of painkillers. But yeah, so Paige, this is essentially just an injectable pain reliever.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
incredible.
opium.
If you're
Yeah.
looking for an actual drug, you have essentially the Never Sleep, which is like meth, or you've got painkillers.
Oh, you got to mix them, and then you get a speedball.
Holy shit.
How does that
Just
work?
cross your arms with them.
So what dehydration was an electrolyte? Did that do anything?
No.
Like in terms of like the stress or
No,
anything? Oh,
No,
It was just Gatorade.
It's literally just Gatorade. You guys actually had some during your meal when you first woke up out of hypersleep. It's literally just because you get dehydrated when you hypersleep that you have
Gotcha.
hydration that helps with that. It's Gatorade. It's Gatorade.
Some of the survivors might appreciate it though.
Yeah, you might want to take it upstairs, but it's just Gatorade.
okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. Oh my, I have so many tabs open, I don't even know where the fuck to click anymore.
Trust me, I have 3 devices open right now, so
I am going to go to the science lab too.
Science Lab 2 or Science Lab number 2?
Both.
Science
right
lab
there.
as well.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
because there's 2 science labs and one of them is labeled Science Lab 2.
Yeah, I literally meant as well, but that works too. It works.
All
I
right.
fucking hate
well.
everything.
All right.
Also,
So, you have to go back through the Science Center. So Science Lab 2's door is directly across from Science Lab 1's door. When you
Yep.
step into Science Lab 2, Science Lab 2 is just like a shard shell of a room. It looks like a very liberal use of an incinerator was used here. There's a burned out partial remain of what looks to be like a drum of some kind, and there's a body that appears to be just shriveled up and clutching at its chest, just laying in the debris. And it, even with all of this time that's passed, it's still thick with the smell of burnt rubber, plastic, and flesh.
delicious. Does my stress go up by 1?
No,
Oh.
You're
Okay,
used
cool.
to it.
No, is it the smell of burnt flesh or just flesh?
burnt
Can you
flesh.
just smell flesh in there? Okay. That'd be fucked up.
I'd be a little concerned if she can smell flesh that easily.
I'm going to I'm gonna look for shit, and when I say shit, I mean I'm gonna look for the good shit again.
All right, so
See
looking
what I can find
around,
in here.
the science lab, it looks like in this lab everything was destroyed by that incinerator. So the only thing that you really notice is just if you get a little bit closer and you look at that body, you can tell that the body is humanoid, but it's not quite human. You can't exactly make it out because it's charred, but like its arms are too long and its head is a little elongated, but you can make out the burnt skull still looks like a human skull, but it's just something's not quite right.
That bitch turning into a zini zini benini.
That was something.
Just starting doing some scat on stream.
She was channeling Porky Pig.
I'm a scat man. Shit. Nope. We're done. We're done.
Stop with the
Every
copyright.
Time, it's me. It's me. It's always me. Okay. Well, then I'm going to go to Scilab 1.
All right.
Then.
We're gonna pause on you for a moment.
Oh no.
All right. So now we're gonna go to Wilson.
Okay.
So, Wilson, you are in the cryo lab. You are taking some time to just kind of relax a little bit, and you are with the different NPCs. Are you doing anything specific in here with them?
I'm probably just trying to get like a rundown of what happened. Like
Okay.
a series of events, maybe.
So after a little while, like John's the guy who was talking to you before starts talking again, and then finally, he gets into, we went to this planet, we were exploring these ruins. He gets about partway through, only about a quarter of the way, and then that hard-faced woman again kind of stands up and says, "John's, stop giving out privileged information." She looks over at you, and she says, "You guys still have yet to introduce yourselves."
Well, I am John Wilson. I am. What is my job title?
You are corporate liaison for the Montero.
Yeah, I'm a corporate liaison for the Montero. I'm probably pretty high up in. Well, that's true. I mean, I still am. It's just for this crew, codename Montero now. I'm a corporate liaison.
So she actually almost perks up a little bit. Like she still has like the kind of like bitchy face, but she perks up a little bit and says, "Okay, that's good to know. I'm the corporate liaison for this ship."
Oh, okay.
She holds out her hand, Lori Clayton.
Yeah, I shake it. John J. Wilson.
Okay.
Like a secret handshake.
I pass her a 50.
Writes it down on his clipboard.
Fucking.
Yeah, get a new sheet of paper out and write her name on.
As she
Now
pulls
no
out,
one's gonna give you their name.
as
Her
she
own
pulls
piece of
out
paper.
a notepad, like one of those like fancy flippy notepads, and writes down Wilson, and you see her pull out a star sticker.
Oh yeah, she's getting the banana sticker if I'm getting the star.
Are we best friends? Yep.
Yes.
Do you want to go do karate in the garage?
Yep.
You want to do karate in the vehicle bay?
Can we
But
build bunk beds in the?
but yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
Clayton just says, after interrupting John, she just says, "Yes, so we acquired some materials for the company after we received that transmission, and unfortunately that infection broke out. We managed to get back on the ship. We did some studying of the samples that we got, but that's when some of those creatures started to burst out of our crew. We managed to eject the science module where we had most of them quarantined, but some of them still managed to get out into the ship. We created the inoculation from the chemical compound that we discovered that our scientists dubbed the 26 Draconis strain. And we managed to create... Go ahead. No, what were you saying?
No. I was just going to say, is there any reason why Cooper wouldn't have taken it that you can think of?
Besides the fact that Cooper was a moron, I don't know. I think he had a thing against needles. But I can't be entirely sure why he would do that. Although, honestly...
it wasn't a needle. It was a high-pressure air that forced it through your skin.
Well, for some reason he
He's
didn't do
more
it,
of a
and we
moron.
saw what happened. Frankly, I didn't much care for the man.
All right.
Who was he on the ship? Like, what was his job?
He was a
His
scientist.
body's in the other room.
Scientist? Okay.
He was one of our scientists.
Yeah, it's a corpse. It's not going to get offended, Keegan. That
They've
stopped being a
covered-
thing when I put a round through his head.
They
You
covered
go-
it up. Like, it's got
Yeah.
a sheet over it.
You go into the room and then you see, like, even though it's covered up, his arms hanging out and the middle finger's up.
But yeah, she says that Cooper and Flynn were the ones who were able to put together the inoculation. They were part of the science team, and they were the only surviving members, although she supposes that Flynn is the only one now.
Okay, so Flynn is we probably want to keep him alive in case we need to make more of that stuff.
Probably. I'm not super fond of the fact that you just took him outside, but I understand the need to get the comms array working.
Yeah, we kind of need to call somebody.
Make an observation check for me, Tad.
Is
Okay.
it Ghostbusters?
Yeah. There's something strange in our neighborhood.
I mean,
Who are we
you're not
gonna call?
wrong.
No modifiers?
No modifiers.
I hope
Sorry,
you get
that-
all of them, and he's just like, you're talking to a xenomorph. They gotcha.
Oh, damn it. I knew this
Fuck.
would get me.
All right, make
So,
that panic roll.
Panic. Oh,
That's kind of high.
that is
Oh.
kind of high.
Bloodthirsty rampage. Bloodthirsty rampage.
Oh
Bloodthirsty
no,
rampage.
that's
Go
much
berserk.
higher than 9. Okay, well, your stress increases by 1 as you drop an item.
Okay. What item? I think
Did
I
he
only have my
shit?
pistol.
Yeah, you put your pistol down on the like bench that you're sitting on, and then like you stand up as like Clayton kind of motions for you to walk away, and you kind of just leave it sitting there.
Okay, well, that's great.
You
What the
do
fu- Continue.
you do notice that anyway, the observation roll, because you did succeed. You do notice that it looks like John's, Clayton, and appear to both have pistols on them, and you can tell that one of the other women in there, this kind of like beefy looking African American woman, she has a shotgun.
You cut out.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's a woman there.
The beefy.
Yeah, the beefy chick. You know her name is Reed. She, if you ask around a little bit, because Clayton will kind of give you a rundown on everybody. She is the security officer on the Cronus and a former colonial marine. She has a shotgun.
Ooh, okay. So maybe it's not that I forget it there. It's that I'm like, well, these guys have guns. I don't need mine.
Yeah,
No, you
yeah,
forgot it
you
there.
forgot it.
I'm sure it'll be there when I get back.
She also tells you that she doesn't know where Ava is.
Who's Ava?
Ava 6 is our synthetic. We left her to maintain the ship when we went into cryo sleep.
Well, yeah, she should still be kicking around. I'll queue up my my walkie-talkie and just hey, if any of you guys run into like a synthetic, I assume like female or something, she's a friend, probably. Over.
I swear to God.
Like I want to try to do it back, but I imagine that it'll just be bad, so I don't want
No,
to.
try it and we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally
What
just
was
you,
it? You were
you just
you were
cup
just,
your
like,
hands over
cupping
your mic with your mouth. Yeah.
then, so I'm happy to look for an event.
I'm not even being an asshole. That was really bad.
No, it's no. But
For me, it was bad. I couldn't understand him.
Yeah, you went very robotic as you were saying it, but it's really funny because it sounded like a shitty McDonald's drive-thru.
That's true.
So
yeah.
Cham just has a really bad radio. That's what it is.
Yeah. You just
We
have a
gave him
shitty
the-
walkie-talkie.
Yeah, we gave him the shitty one.
Yeah. It needed a battery recharge, and we didn't have time.
That was actually
I have-
kind of perfect.
I have a question.
Yo.
Yeah.
This is irrelevant, I guess, kind of, but it's not irrelevant. So why was there any reason that he panicked, or is that just the stress? I just did it, and for some reason he just had a sudden sense of like, oh Jesus,
So
like he didn't.
I probably later realized I forgot my pistol, and that made me panic.
no, what happened was, you know, he's got a situation because obviously he just had to roll the stress die with his thing. What happened
Yeah.
in my mind, the narrative reason of why he's forgetting the gun and everything, now that he finally has a chance to sit down and kind of relax and try to chill out a little bit, what's happening is he's starting to get a realization of everything that's actually happening. You know, now that the adrenaline is kicking off, and he's kind of
Yeah.
having like a crash from all of it because his, you know, he's been on like brrr this entire time. I mean, as he just had to take a fucking inoculation to make sure an alien doesn't burst out of his body. So now that he's got a moment to think about it, he's not in a great state of mind. But
Yeah, right after the ship that he was just on for who knows how long, just had a cascade failure and went
it
nuclear.
was 6 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A couple kilometers away.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
So,
was just a little confused because like it didn't. I was like, what the fuck would have made him freak out?
yeah. I mean, technically, technically speaking, anytime you roll the dice, it was the dice that made him freak out. But that's
Yeah.
the narrative
Yeah.
reason behind it.
And I guess, well, right. That's what I meant narratively. Like that's like obviously the dice are gonna make it happen, but I just want to know like what was
No,
it?
it's a good call out. We need to have narrative reasons for that.
Yeah.
So you do reduce your stress by, we're gonna say 3, since you're taking time to actually have conversation and everything too.
Okay, so that brings me down to 3.
Cool. All right, so that's what you're doing. So you're talking to Clayton a little bit. It seems like everyone doesn't like Clayton all that much. Like they keep giving her side eyes, but she's at least not necessarily taking a liking to you, but at least seems to respect you a little bit more than the other crew members. We're gonna pause on you and go to Keegan now.
Yee.
So
Keegan.
you are making your way to the air scrubber shaft.
Yes.
All right. So you pretty much just need to go kind of back to where you guys were before. There's a little sput hole maintenance thing that goes into the air scrubber shaft that you can get to.
All right. Well, I will approach the spot hole maintenance shaft.
All right. The sput
You gotta-
hole opens up for you.
You gotta tickle
I
it.
will. I'll check it out for fungus with my flashlight that I totally have.
I am going to say that everyone has at least like a flashlight. Just a second. So yeah, looking around for fungus around the sput hole, you don't actually see any.
Well, also inside the tunnel.
Okay, so you're climbing inside.
Yeah. Like tentatively to like check out the thing as I'm going.
Yeah, you don't see any
I
in
don't
the
wanna-
entrance of the sput hole.
Okay.
So you're climbing inside though, and like moving your way through
Okay,
towards the air scrubber shaft.
I imagine I need to take off my my suit so it doesn't get like wet and stuff.
It
I
would
don't know how that
probably
would
help.
work. So I'll do that and then I'll start climbing in.
All right. So you start climbing, and yeah, you don't really see anything in the maintenance shaft, at least fungal, although it's still grimy and kind of nasty. But you make your way through a little bit, and then if you take a left, you enter the air scrubber shaft. It's got massive carbon filters, and it's kind of like this vertical shaft that goes straight down and then ends in a pool of water. You can see, looking down with your flashlight, you see 2 things mostly. The first thing is that it looks like the water has some ice on it. Not like a lot, like it looks like there's some ice floating in it, like it was frozen over and then melted, which would make sense based on the fact that the ship was turned off. You do also see, on the carbon filters themselves, one of those fungal growths.
God damn it. And when I took the suit off, I would have inoculated myself, so I'm safe from the thing. I mean, if I get it running, the electrified water should kill it, but then it's just floating in the water.
Well, they're growing on the carbon filter, the part that's above the water.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because it's a vertical shaft with the carbon filter running all the way from top to bottom, and then the bottom like third of the shaft is filled with water.
Okay, so I'm probably going to need... Would I know if leaving this thing on here would... Yeah, of course it would. I'm just trying to think of what I could do to get it off, because obviously this thing needs to get off of the thing that cleans the air. I'm assuming that the helmet for the suit needs to attach to the suit itself.
Yeah, what else would it attach
Okay.
to?
I don't know. Well, I'm not in the water right now, so I guess I'll head back out and put the suit back on and put the helmet on, and then I will do what I can. I'll go over the radio very jarbily, I guess, and tell people to try to avoid the scrubber shaft because I found a big chunk of the fungus stuff and I need to get rid of it. And then once I put the suit back on, I'll climb back in and start trying to pry it off.
Give me 1 second here, since you're gonna climb in this butthole with the suit.
Mm.
You're playing Cham. I'm gonna bring up your character sheet for a second, just because I'm not as familiar with the skills as I would like to be. Go ahead and roll me mobility.
Uh-oh. No modifier.
Nope.
Uh-oh. But I got a success.
You did get a success. Now roll me a panic roll.
Panic button. That's not bad.
5.
I say.
It's not above 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, you're fine. You're feeling kind of, you feel claustrophobic as you're kind of like forcing yourself through the maintenance shaft in this spacesuit, but you're able to kind of like keep control of your nerves, and you manage to get back to the air scrubber shaft opening. Essentially, it opens out from the maintenance shaft, and there's like there's not exactly a walkway, but there's like a little catwalk that goes to the carbon filter. So you're standing there. You got your suit on.
All right. Does that affect my stress level at all?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Can I try to start prying it off? I'm gonna try to get it in as big a chunk as possible. But,
yeah. So you start trying to pry it off.
Yeah.
All right. So you start like pulling at it. The moment you touch it, it starts releasing spores.
Yeah.
But you're able to like rip it off. Like that's not actually that hard. I mean, it's just fungus growing on these. But the moment you touch it, it starts sporing everywhere.
Okay. Do I have an idea that that's bad? Like I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, you do know that it's probably going to spread those spores throughout the entire ship.
For now, yeah. But once I get the scrubbers working again, it should start cleaning that up.
If the scrubbers are able to clean up whatever these spores are, then sure. But you're not sure. The scrubbers really are just meant for cleaning up carbon dioxide.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I was just hoping that they would. We don't know how small these spores are. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. It's hard to say. But like I said, there is air running through the ship right now, and it comes through this shaft. It's just the scrubbers aren't working. So, I mean, disturbing the spores, there are spores traveling through the air vents now.
Well, I mean, there were... yeah, fuck. I mean, I've got to get the fucking scrubber running. Because if I would have turned it on with the thing attached to it, I don't know how that would have worked either, but it doesn't matter. It's done. But I'll place the chunk of the fungus back on the maintenance walkway thing.
Okay.
And I'll get to work on cleaning what I can of it.
Okay. So
and when I get to the point where I need to take off the suit because I'm gonna start getting around the water, I'll do that.
Okay. We're gonna pause on you.
Yeah.
Chris.
What?
So, you and Flynn are in the vehicle bay. Since you've already run through all of the like procedures and everything, it's pretty easy for you to get the area depressurized and get the vehicle bay thing open up. So you do know that the vehicle bay is near the bottom of the ship. You're going to need to do a spacewalk towards the top of the ship to start working on the comms array, and so you will have to use your oxygen supply. But none of you guys actually lost any oxygen since you took your helmets off right away. But so Flynn just kind of gives you a thumbs up that he's ready to go if you are.
Let's do it.
All right. So you guys start making your way out. There's little, manipulators that you have on the suit, obviously, little thrusters, and everyone who works in space is kind of used to this. But I do want you to make a mobility check for me.
Mobility. There it is. Oh, I got 2. Did it not?
It took a moment. But yeah, all right, cool. So you got 2 successes on there, and give me 1 second for Flynn. Okay. All right, yeah, so you guys start making your way. It's actually not that hard. The outer hulls of a lot of these ships have like little handholds and stuff that you can grab onto and kind of manipulate yourself with. So you're able to kind of make your way to the top without a whole lot of issue, honestly. So you guys start making your way to the top. You can see that the comms array is kind of just busted up. It looks like it got hit by something hard, probably a micrometeor or something along those lines. But it looks like it's going to take, a little bit of work to get it done. It shouldn't take terribly long, but I do need you to make an air supply roll. You should be able to just click on the air button on the bottom left of your sheet. And it should still be at supply 5.
Oh.
Ooh. All right, so
Well,
your supply
Yes.
your supply goes down to 3. As when you were maneuvering your way to the top of the ship, just being out in open space like this and seeing the damage, like some of your, like, you start to hyperventilate a little bit. You manage to get control of yourself, but you know that you've used up a decent little bit of oxygen. Flynn looks like he lost a little bit, but not as much as you. But so you guys start working.
Someone's hot micing, and I can't hear.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, I don't know.
At least,
It may
I
have
didn't
been.
hear anything.
Yeah, so I don't hear anything right now. So you guys start working on the comm array. Go ahead and give me a comm tech roll now.
That's what I'm good at.
Oh, okay. Right.
How do you roll that many dice and get nothing?
So you have the option to push the roll, in which case you increase your stress by 1, but then get to make another roll.
I'm doing that.
Okay.
All face huggers. Oh, well.
Well, there's 1 success. That's the important thing. Go ahead and roll me panic.
Where was panic again?
It should be near the top of your sheet.
Oh yeah, the button. Yeah.
10. All right.
Jesus.
What is 10?
Murderous rage.
Murderous rage. Murderous rage.
9 was forgetting items, so
You are frozen by fear or stress for 1 round, losing your next slow action. Your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you increase by 1. So your stress increases by 1, so does Flynn. So you're working on the ComTech array, and like you're getting it done. It takes you a little while, but you're getting it done. I actually need you to make 1 more supply roll actually before I give you the rest of this description.
Air supply?
Yes, air supply, which should be 3 now. Okay, good. So
Nice.
you managed to moderate your breathing. Your oxygen levels are still all right. But so you're working on it, and you freeze up right when you're almost done when you see a figure moving towards you from the outer hull. It looks like a person, but not quite right. Its arms appear to be overly long. Its head is large and bulbous, and it has almost like this gelatinous cowl over the top part of its face. It's not wearing a pressure suit, but it is making its way towards you.
That sounds like a whole lot of fuck that.
I point to, or I nudge Flynn and point to it.
So he looks over, and he looks horrified as he sees this. I actually need you to increase your stress.
Yes! Give it to
The
me!
chain reaction is starting.
The chain reaction is starting. But yeah, so you see this thing starting to make its way towards you. What do you do?
Oh, I stay there and let it eat me. I'm running!
All right, so you start making your way back. Flynn also starts trying to make his way. This thing is trying to chase. I need you to give me a mobility roll.
Oh,
All right, successes, but I do need a panic roll now.
why does he panic this
Yes!
10 again. Nice. All right, that is interesting. All right, so your stress level goes up another one, as does Flynn's. As you guys are making your way away from the comm array, you start to freeze up again. Like the panic is really setting in now. You're like grabbing at the handholds, but you're not like grabbing them correctly. Like you're making your way, but you know you kind of just freeze up a little bit, and this thing gets a little bit closer to you. I need you to make one more mobility roll, as Flynn actually starts to lag behind you a little bit.
Oh,
Yes!
My
Damn.
God! Oh no!
Luckily, I will say more failures or more facehugger dice don't actually increase anything for you.
Oh,
but
do they not?
No.
Okay.
No, having like 6 of them is no worse than having 1 of them. It just means that you have to make a panic roll.
you're at the level of panic now too that you can't get nothing. You will always get Jesus.
Murder someone!
All right, give me 1 second. I got to bring that table back, because 12 is definitely going to be something.
12 might be berserk, yeah.
It's not.
No.
You scream
panic roll.
from inside your helmet. You scream your lungs out for 1 round, losing your next slow action. Your stress level is decreased by 1.
Oh, there you
Oh.
go.
But this is hilarious.
isn't.
This is hilarious. Every friendly character who hears your scream can make an immediate panic roll, but in space, nobody can
No
hear
one
you
can
scream.
hear you scream.
Joke's on you, my comms were on.
All right, so he's making a panic roll then. And-
Would
But no, I was kidding!
Okay, I knew you were kidding.
I was kidding!
All right, so yeah, this thing is gaining on you a little bit as you make your way back to the vehicle bay. You've succeeded in all of your mobility rolls, but you keep losing like a little bit of action as you're fumbling. Flynn manages to barely hang on, but you guys manage to get your way back into the vehicle bay ramp. But this thing is kind of right behind you. So once you get back into the ship, what do? You're in the decompressed vehicle bay, with the ramp still down as this thing is climbing up the ramp.
Oh, fuck. So we're in the vehicle bay. We closed it, right?
No, you haven't closed it yet. You just got into the vehicle bay. The controls are off to the side a little bit. This thing is climbing up the ramp right now.
Oh man, we gotta go and smash that like
Kitty
button.
smash that like button.
And, all right, go ahead and roll me a contact roll to smash that like button super quick.
Oh, a what?
A contact roll.
Contact.
The thing you're good at.
Contact. I thought it said contact. I thought it said contact. Like, I need to make contact.
You must make contact.
You really. Ooh.
Rolled a miss. Oh, I hit the shit out of that
Holy
button.
shit. Yeah, you did. All right, so you run over and you start punching in buttons, and the ramp starts closing, and you like fucking issue a couple of commands to like override the hydraulics so it closes faster. But so you manage to close the ramp as it's about halfway up, and you manage to sever it right in half. As its top half
Nice.
just kind of flops onto the ramp. It's still kind of squealing and squirming a little bit as pressurization starts hitting and the air starts coming in, and it finally lets out a final like death shriek as it just expires on the vehicle bay floor. Flynn is puking inside of his helmet.
Oh,
That you shouldn't do that.
But pause on you, Paige.
Yes.
drugs.
All right, so you were looking at science lab number 1.
Yes.
All right, so let me bring up that deck plan. Sorry, I've got a lot of tabs.
No,
I
you're
think
fine.
everyone has a lot of tabs, but I especially have a lot of tabs. Nope, that's the wrong goddamn deck. All right, so you go into the first science lab now. The lights in that room are flickering a little bit,
Mhm.
and you can just smell this like awful stench of decay. There's a pile of what looks like gnawed bones in the corner of the room. There is a enclosed decontamination area near the main examination table, but you can't actually see anything, like what's on the table, because obviously there's the decontamination hood that's over it. There appears to be a deep cold freezer, but the freezer has a smashed glass door that appear to have 4 of the strange urns that you saw in the med lab sitting in it.
Are they open?
No, but it looks like ooze is seeped out of them. There's congealed pools on the floor, and there are strange black fungal nodes that appear to be growing on the urns and in the pools.
Okay, 1 second. I want to avoid those and look for shiz, the fix, as I say.
All right, make me an observation check.
Okay.
You don't find anything of interest in here, but behind the decontamination hood is another one of those preserved urns. This one doesn't appear to be oozing anything, though. It does look
I'm
like
not
the
fucking-
top is open. You can see that there are 4 vials in there of
4
black
vials?
liquid. Yep, of black liquid.
Oh, I'm gonna grab those. Wait, yeah, I'm gonna grab those.
Okay. So you grab them. You just throw them in your pocket.
Yep.
Okay.
Then
you can tell that the urn was refrigerated, just to let you know.
okay. Oh, okay. I got you. Well, I'm gonna get the fuck out of there, and then Tad, where did your character go? Where did John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt go?
I was wherever the people were hanging out.
The cryopods.
Yeah,
They're in the
cryo.
deck.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna head back to the cryo chambers.
Okay, so you start making your way back to the cryo chamber. Go ahead and make me another observation check.
Well, that sucks.
Well, make a panic
I
roll.
mean, you succeeded though.
You did succeed.
I did.
Okay. So you're able to
Nice.
contain yourself, which is good. You peer around the corner of the science lab door, kind of looking back to where you came from, which was Junction B2. And you're able to stifle a scream as you see a much larger white creature kind of sniffing over by the door of Junction B2. It looks like the thing that you bolted, but much larger, about the size of a large dog. It does not appear to have eyes, but it's not looking in your direction either, as it's like kind of just hovering over by the door to where you wanted to go.
Ah, fuck. Okay. Fuck, hold on, let me get to my tabs. Okay.
Oops, sorry.
To answer Alex's question, this is the cinematic scenario Chariot of the Gods. This is actually an original scenario written for the Alien RPG. She is right here, and the neomorph is over here. She's trying to make her way to Junction B2. She's just peering out of the Science Lab 1. Go ahead, Paige.
Okay. I didn't check out the storage area, right, in the science lab, correct? I just went in the science lab.
Yeah, you went in the Science Lab. You didn't go into the storage.
Okay, I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to look at storage area, or the storage area.
All right, are you trying to be quiet at all?
Yeah.
All right, I need you to make stealth.
Where is stealth on here?
It should be. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Or there should be. Oh, no, I think stealth is technically mobility.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so make mobility.
Ooh!
Jesus fucking
God damn it,
Christ.
Zasira.
Oh my god. Also, crazy mobility on Davis, but I guess that kind of makes sense as a pilot, but fucking...
Yeah.
Alright, what are some of the stunts you can do on that? Give me a second to bring this up now. I'm just kind of curious, because you have so many freaking successes.
Can I do a Dale Gribble? Cha.
I mean, do you want to make noise?
No. I say it in my head.
Okay, you do it cha in your head.
Yeah.
Let's see. So,
Fucking Dale Gribs.
okay,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
so you just, like, silent as a freaking cat get into that storage room. It's got, like, one of those, like, auto-opening doors that can open, you know, as motion kind of gets close to it. Looking into the storage, you don't actually see anything really that important in here. It just looks like science equipment. There's some microscopes and some beakers and vials, but they're all like empty. It's like empty glassware. But you can make out sounds from the corridor, as it sounds like very light footfalls making its way towards the science lab.
I'm gonna hide in this bitch.
Okay, I'm not going to make you make another stealth roll because you rolled as high as you did. But are you doing anything about that door? Because that door auto-opens when you get close enough to it.
Is there... that little symbol in the Scilab one, is that...
That's an intercom.
Hold on. Yeah, is there... well, okay, ignore the intercom thing. Is there a way that I can, jam the door, shut off the door, lock the door?
Make either Comtech or Heavy Machinery, whichever one you prefer.
Okay. Yo!
All right,
Dang.
Jesus, your rolls tonight. So yeah, you managed to like grab I guess there's like a broom in here or a mop. A mop would make sense. They have to clean up every once in a while. You grab like a mop handle and you like jam it in there so it won't like actually open. And you manage to do it well enough that even like passing by the sensor, it doesn't even budge. Like the door, the door will not move at all. But you start to hear the sounds of this creature moving through the science lab. You hear it over by that pile of gnawed bones.
Do I hear crunching?
You hear like more like sniffing and like you can hear the sound of it like kind of rummaging around a little bit, almost like it's looking
Yeah.
for something, but then just like a huff as it
Yeah.
kind of moves around. You hear it passing past the storage door, and you can barely make out like the storage door wants to open from the sensor, but you jammed it well enough that it won't. Your stress does increase by 1 though.
Can I take one of my no stressy thingies?
The Naprova or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can shoot yourself up in the storage room while there's an alien outside if you'd like.
I do. That gets rid of all my stress, doesn't it?
It does, yes.
It's the best place to do it.
Why does it keep doing that? Oh, I see why it's doing that.
But yeah, so you know, your stress goes up by 1, and then you're like, oh, fuck this, and you shoot yourself up with a painkiller as it's kind of moving its way away from the storage door, and your stress resets to 0, and eventually it ends up leaving the science lab. You hear it patter out. This time it sounds like it's moving much faster, though, like it's on all 4s.
Okay. That was me pretending. Yeah. Choo choo choo. Is there so I heard it leave the lab. I guess it could go into Scilab too or any of these other places. The spot hole thing that's like right between science sector and storage, there's like that little like line of it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have access to get in there from the storage closet, or would I have to go into Scilab 1 and do that?
You would have to go into Scilab 1.
Okay. I'm going to do that and then climb in the spot hole to get into junction B2.
Alright, go ahead and give me a mobility roll.
Okay. Mobib. Hey!
Alright, so you get into the spud hole. You're able to keep yourself pretty quiet as you move in there. When the spud hole opens up at junction B2, looking through, you can see that that room is empty, and you're able to make it up the staircase with relative ease.
Cool.
Pause
with
on
relative
you.
ease. Uh-huh.
Keegan.
Hmm.
I need you to make a heavy machinery roll.
All right. You're actually kidding. All right.
Would you like to push that?
Yeah, sure. I'll do it. Why
All right,
not?
so your stress increases by 1, and now you can roll again.
Do I make this roll with the increased stress?
Yes, you do. All right.
Well,
So
you know
the
what?
extra
Fucking
You know
dice
what?
you added betrayed you.
You know what? I have grit, which means I can push twice instead of once for strength-based things. So I'm gonna give myself another stress.
Okay.
I swear to God. Go fuck yourself. But, I mean, at least I got it.
Technically, you're not supposed to be able to push when you get a failure on the stress dice. But because I let Paige do it that one time, I'll give each of you one
okay.
use. Also, don't forget, everybody, you do have the ability to get an auto success because you have a story point.
Oh yeah.
But you didn't use it, so I need you to make a stress roll. Or a panic roll, I mean.
Yeah, no. I'll save that automatic succeed for when I'm looking at a xenomorph. All right. Panic.
Hey.
All right.
Zini Dini. Alright, so give me a second here, Keegan.
Azidi.
You start to tremble uncontrollably. All skill rolls using agility suffer a -2 modification until your panic stops. So you're fixing the air scrubbers, and just the idea and thought of the fact that these things have gotten all throughout the ship, all of these spores, start to kind of freak you out, and you realize, like, I gotta get this thing going. I really need to get this thing going, and you start trembling. Luckily, though, that doesn't so much matter for this. You manage to pry off all of the gunk and get the air scrubbers clean again.
Awesome. All right. I will head back up onto the maintenance catwalk thing. I think I'll just carry my suit through, so I don't have to try to squeeze through.
You gonna turn on the oxygen generator?
What's that?
You gonna turn on the oxygen generator?
Oh, is that in here?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, I'll try to flip it on.
It just flips on. It's not.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there was like not enough power or something like that.
No.
But it starts rolling.
Yep. You can hear, you know, the air flowing back through here, and instantly everyone else actually senses this too, as the air kind of kicks on a little bit harder, and it's fresh air that's coming in. So all of you, actually everyone, reduce your stress by 1.
Yeah, back down to 4.
As fresh air starts filling the ship.
I just take a nice deep breath.
All right, you take that nice deep breath. There you go. Anyway, what are you doing?
All right, I'll grab my suit and start making my way out to start heading back to the cryo.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna pause on you.
Actually, not to cryo. I want to go back up to Mother, the one way up top, and just make sure that everything is running correctly on it.
All right. Well, you get your way out of the maintenance shaft pretty easily, especially just like dragging your suit out. Making your way up to the Mother terminal, you can't access it because you don't have the codes, because you had Wilson with you last time.
Shh.
Wilson!
Yeah. Right. Well, I guess I'll have to go get Wilson then. But, I mean, I guess that means I'm going back to cryo anyway.
All right, so you're heading back to cryo. So pause on you, and we're going to go to Chris. Chris is currently in the vehicle bay with Flynn.
Half of alien.
And half of some kind of a creature. So what are you doing?
Chilling.
I'm going to sit down for a moment.
That's fair.
Take a good old breather. We did get it working, right? The comms array?
Yeah, so you didn't do a great job because you got interrupted, but you did get the comms array working, yes. It's patched up well enough.
Alright, and I guess we head back to the rest of the group then.
Alright, so you're going to grab Flynn and start making your way up?
I mean, if he wants to stay here, he can. I'm not his dad.
He throws the helmet off that's now kind of filled with vomit and quickly follows after you. All right, so all of you make your way back to the cryo area with the rest of the crew.
All right.
So you are all back together again. You see, when you make your way to cryo, when you make your way back to cryo, you can see Wilson chatting up with that hard-faced woman from before.
When I walk in, I'll snap and finger guns everyone. Just like, yeah, got it. Big smile.
I put a banana Snicker on your page.
Nice. Hey, Wilson, could you help me talk to Mother so I can make sure that everything is running right?
Yeah, we can go check that. Probably a good idea.
Okay. So you two are going to head off and do that. What is Davis and Rye doing?
What did you two say you were gonna do? I'm sorry.
We're going to talk to Mother to see if to make sure the air scrubbers are working as they should.
Yeah.
You know, I think I deserve to pay Mother a visit. Mother.
You also notice that Davis is real chill right now.
Oh, how's it going?
It's going real good, my friend.
What have you been up to?
Just exploring.
No, you find anything cool?
Aw, shit. That was out of character, by the way. I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up the my ship plan thing, so now I can't see it. Hold on a second. What did you ask me, Keegan, in character?
I asked you what you've been up to.
Did you ask me if I
And
found anything?
yeah.
Okay.
After you said I'd just been exploring, I asked if you found anything cool.
Well, I did find well, I shouldn't say I found it. I kind of ran into it. I was looking at the I went back down to the med lab, and I I ended up going to the science labs as well, and science lab 2 is fucking destroyed, like burnt to a crisp. There's a very strange looking burnt body in there. Didn't want to stick around though, so I left, and I went into the other one, the science lab 1 across the hall. There were a ton of the those weird looking urn thingies. One of them had the black vials, 4 of them, so I did take those just in case. But when I was trying to come back up here after I was done looking, there was this weird dog-looking version of the thing that I bolted. So I don't know where it is. I managed to successfully not get found by it, but as far as where it went from there, I have no idea. So we need to be very, very careful, to put it lightly.
So there's one of those things stalking around.
Yes, but it's bigger.
Hmm.
And the little one broke through a skull, so that's great.
Yeah.
Out
of character, you said the vials had to be refrigerated, right, Jesse? The black ones?
Well, they were in a refrigerated urn, yeah.
Okay. Well, where we are at in the cryo thingies, I'm gonna go back into the examination room, and is there a place I can, store them in there?
No, but you could put them in a cryo tube.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah, you notice that it almost looks like they were sweating. Like they started to get some condensation. Not quite, but you can tell it wouldn't have done as well without some kind of refrigeration. But yeah, you managed to just stick it in a cryo tube.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of weird stuff so far, I'll look at Wilson. Did you figure out anything about the blood tube thing?
I checked it out, but I would have had to open it to see more, and I didn't want to do that. So
No, I mean from asking around. You said you were going to ask him about it.
No.
Did I find anything out about the blood tube thing?
So asking about it, Clayton, the woman, she tells you that they had someone in there who seemed to be going through some weird convulsions and whatnot. That's the last she knew of it, though.
All right. What about the
one that's
other
broken? Yeah.
The one that's broken, she doesn't know. All she knows is that both of them at one point had 2 individuals in them.
All right. What about the smaller tanks that had the little ones? And what's up with, like, were you studying those things or?
Our science team were, yes.
Oh,
I mean, I assumed that.
are any of you from the science team?
The only one
Flynn
left
was.
is Flynn, who is
Oh,
currently very, very shaken up and just kind of like looking down at his hands in the corner.
you
Wait,
all right, buddy? I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna
they mentioned they had
crouch down a little bit, like kneel down.
They also mentioned they had like an Android, right? Can I like get on the intercoms and like see if I can get it to if it's around?
I mean, yeah, you can call out to it on the intercoms. You also notice, Cham, that Rye looks a little shaken up too.
Okay.
Oh well, hey, you all right, buddy?
I'm gonna take a nap.
It was Eva, right? The Android?
Ava.
Yeah.
Ava? Okay. I just go over the intercoms. I'm like, Ava, if you're still out there, could you please report to Cryo Labs? Thank you. Over.
10-4, good buddy. Trucker speak.
I mean, you don't get any kind of reply, but
Okay.
Man, I hope the Xenos don't understand English.
but
I mean,
anyway,
we'll find out real quick if they do.
anyway, are you guys still heading towards Mother?
No.
Yeah.
Now that I see people are freaking out, I kind of want to.
Okay. I start and then I see he's not coming and then I stop.
Okay. We're gonna take a quick 2-minute break here because I gotta pee. So.
Okay.
That's good. I also have to pee.
All right. So we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back. But I'll leave the stream up and people can still chat.
You gotta grab your piss bag.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't have a Gatorade bottle like I do. Like I'm committed. All right.
A litter box just right
Yeah.
underneath the chair. Oh
I
boy.
don't need a litter box. I have a trash can right in front of me.
Okay. Things I did not need to know. That's funny. That's funny right there. I don't care who you are, that's funny.
Can you fix my cable?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I don't have suspenders, or a ripped flannel shirt.
That's fair.
I am not
Those are-
qualified.
Yeah, those are required.
They really are. And I don't have a trucker hat or a... Well, no, that's not true. I do have a trucker hat, but I don't have the trucker mustache, so...
What was that movie he was in? Wasn't it a food movie or something? He was like
Who?
Oh. Larry the Cable
Guy.
Guy?
Oh, I don't know.
He was in a movie though, but
He's
he
in a
wasn't a
couple-
cable guy, and it kind of upset me.
Like Delta Farce? He was in that.
Was he?
Oh.
No. He was playing an inspector of some sort. I'm pretty sure it was related to food. The movie.
Oh, yeah. It was Larry the Cable Guy Health Inspector.
What?
That's literally the name of the movie. Larry the Cable Guy, like comma or colon or whatever, Health Inspector.
I hate that. That's the worst.
I'm pretty sure he was literally just playing. Well, he's playing a character, so he was playing himself, playing his character as the health inspector.
But I don't like that it's not called like Larry the Health Inspector Guy or something like that. Larry the Health Guy. I just Larry the Cable Guy, the Health Inspector. What?
Yeah.
Like I get it. It's a Larry the Cable Guy movie, so you should. It's like a Tyler Perry movie essentially, where it's just like, okay, don't take it seriously kind of thing. But goddamn,
He was in an episode of the show called The Funny Cartoons Show. It titled Minecraft.
all right.
Apparently, The Funny Cartoons Show is the name of a show because someone ran out of ideas.
Wouldn't it be a shame if the cartoons weren't funny?
They probably aren't. They had Larry the Cable Guy on.
I mean, that's just a sign that they've run out of ideas by itself.
Well, are you saying that is their sign?
God, go to hell, Keegan. I swear to God. I swear to God, you are infected by every xenomorph on the ship. You have like 14 chest bursters. God damn
I
it.
didn't even know they made a Jingle All the Way too, but he was in it as Larry. I assume as himself again.
I mean, that
Himself
sounds right.
or Larry the Cable Guy.
Larry the Cable Guy, Jingle All the Way too. Yeah, I think he was playing himself, playing his character, and also I assume it was Christmas.
I mean, Jingle All the Way, I'm pretty sure that's the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, it was originally Arnold
The
Schwarzenegger.
original. I'm sure the second one does not have Arnold in
And
it.
in like
Boy, they really went
1998.
downhill.
Yeah, and then they made a fucking sequel to it with Larry the Cable Guy in like 2014.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
2014.
Arnold to Larry the Cable Guy. That's a bit of a change.
Is Larry the main character?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yep. Also, it was produced by WWE.
Okay. All right.
I kind of have to watch this movie now.
Fucking WWE made a Larry the Cable Guy Jingle All the Way too.
Yeah. Jingle All the Way 1, considered by many people not a very good movie, by the way.
No, but they decided to make a sequel and star Larry the fucking Cable Guy because that's going to make it better.
The logical conclusion from, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Larry the Cable Guy.
All of those things together sounds so absolutely horrendous that it has to be a movie.
It has 3.9 stars on IMDb, so it has to be like funny bad.
You say it has 0.9?
Yeah, 3.9.
3.9, okay.
3.9, yeah.
Yeah, not less than 1. Like it just has 0.9.
You can get less than 1, but it does not have less than 1. Some people voted this higher than 1 star.
Some people appreciated Larry's efforts.
He didn't put any effort into that movie.
No, he didn't. They probably just paid him in like a 12-pack. And he's like, I don't have a career, so...
134 people gave it a 10.
I like to imagine they just walked into his trailer on a different set entirely, handed him some beer, and they were like, hey, can you come over and do this thing? He was like, get her done, and then he just started walking over.
Well, let's see. That was 2014. The other things he did around them were Disney Infinity, so maybe they were on the Disney set. And he was doing Disney Infinity Marvel superheroes as Mater from Cars.
God damn it.
And he was like, yeah, I got 20 minutes to film your Christmas movie.
All right, have a good night, Alex. Thanks for hanging out and watching for a bit. I'll throw this up on YouTube so you can see whatever you miss if you want to.
Later, Alex.
For the rest of you, Alex is one of our players in my Sunday game.
I feel kind of bad that the last 5 minutes of Alex watching was spent talking about Larry the Cable Guy.
I mean, we're taking a break. I need to get a splash screen for a break, actually.
You want
you fucking should feel bad.
do you want my production value LOL image?
No, that's all right, Tad. I think I'll make my own. All right, is everyone ready to get back? Oh, everyone get a chance to take a break and everything. I probably
took a drink
longer,
of my
and then everyone
my raspberry tea, so I'm all set.
Raspberry.
I got myself Diet Verner's and my glucose tablets, so I'm set.
I have a Diet Pepsi that I got with lunch.
I'm still drinking my big ass gallon Arnold Palmer thing.
Straight from the bottle, right?
Straight from the bottle.
Nice.
Are you kidding? I live the bachelorette life. Of course I'm gonna drink straight from the fucking bottle. Like, I don't gotta worry about shit. Continue. With whatever we were doing.
What were you doing, Paige?
I was explaining to them how I saw that weird dog thing.
There we go, yes. Chris, do you mention the thing that you saw outside?
No, I'm too busy trying to take a nap. Forget about that happening.
Does Flynn?
I was like walking over to Flynn and like kneeling down next to
Sorry,
him.
Walter Jr.
So, yes, Flynn does explain that when they were outside, they managed to get the comms array fixed, but they saw some weird creature out there that looked almost like a person, but not quite. That came after them, but they managed to, or I should say, Rye managed to cut it in half as it was making its way up the ramp, and then he closed the ramp on it. Also, hi, Jukebox. Nice to see you. It's been a long time. Sorry, but yeah, so that's what Flynn explains to you.
Hi, Jukebox.
Cool.
Hi.
Jukebox is an old streaming friend of mine from back when I was streaming way before.
Back when you were one of the cool Minecraft streamers,
Yeah, back in the Minecraft days.
instead of the stupid bullshit we do now.
All right, so what are you doing, Keegan?
All right.
Before.
Boy, now I want to go see the half of the thing in the vehicle bay, kind of. It seems like the air scrubbers are working, so I guess.
I mean, it's not hard
yeah,
to breathe or anything. The air doesn't seem stale anymore.
Okay. I will look to the nice lady with the shotgun and ask her if she would mind escorting me down to the vehicle bay.
So Reed kind of just looks you over a little bit, and then she looks over at Johns. Johns just kind of gives her a look, nods, and she turns back to you and says, "That's fine. I'll go with you. I'd like to take a look at this thing myself." Actually, no. Why am I doing that?
Yeah, you have a soundboard.
I have a soundboard. Hold on. That's not,
All right,
that's
that was
not
kind
very
of quiet,
loud.
but
It's really well like oiled up, so it doesn't make that much sound.
Hold on. How's this?
it's a little bit louder.
All right, well, that's all I got. So she lightly racks her shotgun. Actually, I suppose
Very delicately.
I could turn the music down.
Don't want to alert the Xenos.
Turn the master up.
There we
A
go.
little
That's
better,
right.
yeah.
It's a little bit better. All right. All right. So she agrees to that. So Cham and Reed are going to make their way down to the vehicle bay to take a look at that creature. What is Wilson doing?
He probably has already realized that he is missing his pistol.
You notice that your pistol is missing. Yes, you don't know where it is either. It's not sitting on the bench.
Yeah, so that's gone. I guess I'm gonna stay with the people with the guns.
Well,
I
Johns
don't
has
have
a
a gun
gun,
anymore.
Clayton has a gun, and then obviously Reed had a shotgun, and then Davis has a gun on her as well.
Okay.
Shotgun
I have
capable
multiple
gun.
guns, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, can I have one of your guns?
No.
Okay, well, I take one of the banana stickers off.
Okay, whoa. First of all,
If you give me a gun, you get an additional banana sticker.
if you give me a banana sticker, I'll give you a gun.
Okay. You're up to 4 bananas.
No, it sounded like you were gonna say that.
It is the deal we are trying to do here, though.
No, you can find a goddamn gun in this bitch.
I mean, there's an armory, but we would have to go down like floors.
Well, let's go to the armory. It's 4 floors down. Hold on, let me scroll with my
It might be
finger.
one floor down. I think it's on the same floor as the science labs you were just at.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's one floor below you.
Oh,
Yeah, the vestibule
But-
1 armory.
I see it. Yeah, but
yeah,
there's
it's one
that,
floor below you, but the opposite side of the ship.
and there's
Yeah.
a thingy. There's a tingy.
That is where you saw the neomorph earlier.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is the floor. We can go from that junction right into vestibule 1 though, can't we? Can we see if vestibule 1 is
Oh yeah, we
locked
could.
down? I imagine they'd keep the armory locked, wouldn't they?
Potentially, but it's kind of hard to say if there was an emergency, you know?
That's true.
But you wouldn't really know that until you check it out.
I guess we should go check that out then.
But yeah, you can make your
Well-
way up to junction A1 and then make your way from junction A1 down to junction B1 and then try to check out the armory from there. That's also right where
Yeah.
Making my way to junction A1.
that's also where vestibule 2 is with the EVA suits, and that's right up by the bridge as well. So, that's what you guys are doing. And then, Rye, you said that you're going to be just resting, trying to recover a little bit in the cryo area with the rest of the crew?
Yes.
Okay. So, let's see here. Clayton offers to go with Wilson and Davis, if you guys are
Sounds
willing to
good to
take her
me.
along.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, Chris, go ahead and reduce 2 stress.
Oh boy.
And then we will switch over to Keegan.
All right.
So, Keegan, you and
Ye-
Reed make your way down to the vehicle bay, taking the elevator again, the only one that actually works. When you get down to...
While we're going down there, I would like to ask her. It seems like they have some experience with the smaller ones. If she would be able to give me any info on them, like, are they really dangerous? Like I've only had the one encounter with them.
First of all, hi Maggie, thanks for jumping in, even if you can't stay, but thanks for jumping in and saying hi.
Hi, Maggie.
So,
Sorry.
no, you're fine. So she says, the little ones, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the small one, like one of them popped out of Dr. Cooper, and we saw some dead ones in the med bay.
Yeah, they're vicious little assholes, and they, from what we can see, they seem to burst out from people. They're not so much the problem, but they grow really fast.
So you think like the dog-sized one that Leo was talking about is like not that old?
Probably not. I mean, I've seen one that size. We encountered some before after only about an hour.
Oh wow. Okay.
For anyone watching, Keegan has not seen any of the Alien movies,
Yeah.
so he is not familiar with how quickly Xeno or Neomorphs grow.
Oh, you poor bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the fun thing about me doing this. Literally everything you guys talk about is like new information to me, so it's great.
He's role playing on another level. He actually doesn't know
Yeah.
what's happening.
Incredible.
Like I'm not kidding. Until not this stream, but the stream before this one, I didn't know that there were more than one type of xenomorph. I thought it was just the scary black ones.
If
right.
you add in the lore from one of the video games, Extinction, there's several depending on what its host was.
Yeah,
Mm.
technically the aliens, they modify
actually-
based on what they gestate inside of.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
I guess
I knew
that's
that.
not from the video game. That they actually have that in one of the movies.
They do.
Mhm.
Yeah,
They
the
do indeed.
Predalien.
Yeah.
Yep. And let's not forget the dog alien from Alien 3.
What about the Predator alien?
We don't talk
Yeah,
about
the
that
alien.
because I don't care about that one.
I
I like to
I
pretend
I
that
talk
doesn't
about it
exist.
because it's neat.
I've never
No, it's neat.
I've never actually watched it, but
It's a good crappy movie. There's two of them.
yeah.
Yeah,
And they're
the
both
second
amazing.
the second one has an alien predator.
The Pred Alien was also in the video game I'm referencing.
Yeah.
There's an go. No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
AVP is okay, Jukebox, but it's very, in my opinion, I'm not a very big fan because I just think it's corny as hell. As predictable and corny as the Alien movies are, I think my problem with it is it's just not sci-fi. And yeah, Requiem was something. But anyway, so you guys, she tells you that she says they grow pretty quickly and they're a fucking problem once they get older. They're very vicious and they're very strong and they're very fast. They killed most of the crew.
Well, what a
I
bunch
wonder
of
how.
cunts.
I wonder how. Rye and Flynn were able to get away from the one that they're running from them.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to take a look at it. Anyway, so
Yeah.
quick side note, yeah. So, Juke, this is the Alien RPG by Free League Publishing. If you're familiar at all with Mutant Year Zero or Tales from the Loop, it's the same company and same engine that powers those games. This was published, I want to say, about a year or two ago, so it hasn't been out for super long. This is the cinematic scenario Chariot of the Gods. So they have a core rulebook, a starter set, a screen, and then there's this adventure which comes with the starter set. There's also a second one called Destroyer of Worlds. The first one emulates the first Alien movie, and then Destroyer of Worlds emulates, obviously, Aliens. And then Roll20 actually has the starter set and Destroyer of Worlds available as one of the modules that you can purchase. And they actually have a bundle for, I believe it was $40 for both of them combined. Which is what we're using right now as the starter set rules in Chariot of the Gods. I highly recommend it. We've played this before in our in-person game, and it's a lot of fun. So anybody who's watching, this is definitely a good one to pick up. It has very simple, easy to understand rules, and it's really good with how Panic works. It's a lot of fun once Panic really starts getting going. So quick little side note for advertising for the game, but
Does Destroyer of Worlds have any references to Oppenheimer?
I don't know. I haven't actually read through it.
Oh, okay.
I will tell you, Destroyer of Worlds, you get to play Colonial Marines, though.
Ooh.
Yeah, you get to actually all be Marines. Anyway, so you guys make your way down to the vehicle bay. You can see that creature, cut in half. As you're taking a closer look at it, you can see that it looks very human-like. It's not white. It's not pale like the creature that you saw burst out of Cooper. And you can tell that it has what looks to be remnants of clothing on. And as Reed's looking at it, she just kind of cusses a little bit and says, "Fuck. That doesn't look anything like the things that we fought earlier."
Not at all.
I mean, and she kind of looks in disgust. The head is the right shape, but Jesus Christ, is it wearing clothes?
Yeah, I'm guessing. Oh, this might be whoever was in the other what is it? Tank in that med lab.
Yeah. The specimen thing.
The other one was just full of blood, but it wasn't open. We might be able to open that and see what happened to the other person, but I'm guessing it just, with how much blood there was, I'm guessing they just popped or something. Is there anything around that I can like poke this thing with?
I mean, you can grab like a wrench or something. It's a vehicle base, so there are spare tools sitting everywhere.
Is there something longer than a wrench?
No.
Oh,
A monkey wrench.
Da-na-na.
No.
Fuck.
I knew you were gonna do that. No.
I caught
No
it.
copyrighted
It was
Is
like
that copyright?
It was 2 seconds.
all right, yeah. I will cautiously like.
Wait, hold on. You wanted something longer than a wrench, right? Tighten a wrench on the handle of a wrench. You got double the length of a
saying that?
wrench.
You got long wrench.
What?
I'm the voice in your head
Oh,
that gives
this
you
is
good
weird.
ideas.
I only have 2 for wits, so I don't have good ideas.
So you're just gonna start
So I'm
poking
gonna-
at it?
I'm going to lightly start poking it like as far away as I can.
Okay, well it's dead, so you poke it.
All right. I don't. Is there any like give?
I mean, it's not as much as you would have poking like a person. The cowl that it has almost like growing around its head is a little gelatinous, so that has a lot of give to it. It's kind of squishy, but the rest of its body seems much more hardened. It looks like it has remnants of clothes, like it ripped out of them. But poking around at it, like it has a human-like face and everything, and you can just barely get. You know what? Give me an observation check.
Oh, great! I just said that my wits were super great.
Yeah, give me observation.
Radical.
Awesome. Give me panic.
Hell yeah. Cool.
9. All right. So you drop the wrench.
Damn it!
Mhm.
It slipped.
You'll never find it again.
And your stress increases by 1.
Ah.
But you drop the wrench as you see a name tag
Oh, okay.
that says Daryl.
Okay.
That is like sort of like fused to its chest.
He would be named Daryl.
Fucking Daryl. At least it's not Keith. Could you imagine Chris getting chased by a Keith?
Mhm.
No, I think Chris would be upset.
Why
with
would I
that.
be running from a kid?
Right?
To be fair, in our Warhammer group, there's a guy named Daryl, and I'd run from him on any occasion.
Oh
So,
god, I would run from him.
he taunted a serial killer.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So what are you doing, Keegan?
I'll look over at Reed and I'll say this one is Daryl, according to the name tag, and I'll like shakily point to it.
She just says, "What the absolute fuck is this?" She just kind of
Was
kneels
Daryl-
down and looks at him.
Was Daryl one of the people in the tubes?
He was complaining about a sickness. We were trying to make sure he wasn't infected with one of those burster things. But he couldn't have been. I mean, he was inoculated, so but we I don't know what happened after that. That's when everything went to hell.
How did? No, that's meta. Never mind.
All right, so pause on you. All right, so Wilson, Davis, and now Clayton, you guys are making your way. You said you were going up to Junction A1 and making your way down to B1 to check out the armory?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys make your way down there. You don't encounter anything on the way up to Junction A1. You make your way to B1 and you manage to get into the corridor with the armory. Give me 1 second to bring my notes up for the main floor. One thing that's kind of nice, again, kind of doing a plug here for Roll20's starter set. It has all of the floors and everything for the Cronus and all of this in the Roll20 app, and it's all in the journal, and it brings up like these nice little tabs that you can bring up. You can't see it on my screen because I'm not trying to reveal anything, but I'm just saying it's really well done. If you've never used a module from Roll20 before, I actually highly recommend it. I buy several, and they're actually really cool.
Hashtag ad, not an ad.
Yes, hashtag not a
Hash-
sponsored ad. We're not getting paid for this.
Hashtag shameless plug.
Yeah, except I'm not plugging any of us.
No,
Oh,
but you're
that sounded
plugging a
weird.
thing, so it's still
Oh, that
it's
sounds
still
worse.
pluggable.
No, we're not plugging. We're not plugging anything. So the door to the armory is open.
He is plugging. Okay, so door to the armory is open.
Yep.
Well, okay.
Going inside.
I'm going. Shit. Okay.
Are you going inside?
Sorry, I was trying to make. Yeah, I was trying to make the thing bigger, but it won't. Continue. We're good.
All right. So going inside, you can see that the armory has been stripped almost completely bare.
Oh.
You can find, however, there is a Wayland storm rifle
Oh.
with one reload. This acts as a M41A pulse rifle, but it's considered a heavy weapon.
I guess I'll take that.
Okay, give me one moment here because I'm going to need to... Actually, no, I don't have to do it on this page.
Pulse rifle.
All right, give me 1 second to bring up that rifle for you.
I saw Jesse open his journal thing on the side there, and I just learned that all you guys have agendas, and I'm immediately suspicious of you.
Mm-hmm.
Shh.
And you don't?
Mm-hmm.
No, of course not. I'm not sus at all.
You bitch.
All right. So, yeah, there's the pulse rifle, but it's considered heavy. This is actually a Wayland storm rifle, but whatever. It has one reload. And then there's a case of shotgun shells, which count as one extra reload for the shotgun.
I mean, I'll grab those to bring to the Colonial Marine up top.
On top of that, you guys notice that there is a splatter of what appears to be a dried, milky white substance on the wall.
I'm not going to take that with me. That can
Well,
stay.
who the fuck is coming on the walls in this bitch?
Sorry.
Look, they got to do it somewhere.
Okay, first of all. Jesus.
I had to relieve stress somehow.
Okay. Everyone in this chat needs Jesus right now. Anyway. Moving on. So you're taking the thingies?
Yeah, I'm taking the pulse rifle and I'm taking the shotgun shells to the I know she's a Colonial Marine, right? Or I just assumed it? Okay.
No, Clayton gave you a rundown on everyone.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah. I'll carry the shotgun shells of the Colonial Marine. I'll hold on to the pulse rifle and the one reload. Is it already loaded, or is it just like I load that and I'm done?
No. So like if you roll a stress die when you're firing the weapon and you get the face hugger symbol, you then have to use a reload. So jukeboxing for anybody else that's watching. So the way stress panic works in this is anytime they deal with something potentially stressful, they get a stress die. So the way the mechanics of this system works is they roll a number of dice equal to their skill plus their attribute, and any 6 is counted as a success. On the Roll20 thing, they have special symbols for that. So the little star symbol counts as a success. Now, the yellow dice are stress dice. So anytime something stressful happens, they get a stress dice. And every time they make a skill roll, they roll a number of stress dice equal to their stress score. And they can still get successes on those. So having a little bit of stress is actually really good. But anytime they get a face hugger symbol, they then end up panicking, which means they need to make a panic roll. And a panic roll is a d6 plus their current stress level. And then there is a chart that they roll on, that compares to a chart, and then that says what ends up happening to them, which a lot of the results can be like dropping an item or freezing up and losing their next action, and a lot of them will also increase stress and can potentially increase the stress of any allies around them, so it ends up becoming this sort of snowball effect. And then they can lower stress by taking a little bit of time as like a breather in an area that's secure. All right, so you guys grab that stuff in the armory. There's really nothing else in there. Clayton speaks up, though. And Clayton says that she would like you guys to escort her to her corporate suite.
Okay.
Where is her corporate suite?
I
That'd be
believe.
C? Deck C?
It's in Deck B. It's actually just a little bit below the armory.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like right under. Like there's the armory, there's storage, and then corporate suite.
I would like you guys to walk me 14 feet.
I mean, there's a known alien here, so
Yeah.
why does she need to go to her corporate suite?
She just looks at you and says, "Trust me, it's very important."
All right. Can I make like a
I always have
roll?
banana stickers, so.
Can I make like a roll to see if she's deceiving us or something, like observation
Give me a second here. Let me see.
or manipulation?
Let me see what I think would be appropriate for that. Make observation.
Okay. No modifier.
Nope, no modifier.
Hey.
Nice.
Hey, it doesn't necessarily seem like she's deceiving you, but she's definitely not telling you something.
All right.
What a bitch.
I mean, it could be helpful, so I mean, I'll help escort her there.
Okay.
She realized I'm like a middle manager, right?
Yes, she does.
Okay,
But you just picked up a big ass rifle.
that is true.
And
a middle
you're-
manager with a big ass rifle is
Yeah.
kind of scary.
Well, especially when you think about how close to going postal a middle manager usually is.
That is true. Yeah.
Like, I'd be scared of a middle manager with a fucking weapon.
Imagine Evan with a gun, just and that's what we got right
It
here.
would either be completely harmless or terrifying. Like, it's one or the other.
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys start making your way down to the corporate suite. Give me one moment here. Okay. So you get over to that door. She kind of covers up the keypad a little bit and punches in a code.
I'm gonna make an observation roll to see if I can see the code.
Okay, go ahead.
Fuck.
But you succeeded.
You did succeed, but give me a panic now.
Until you scream, I saw that.
7. Oh, I wish I could remember offhand what a 7 is, but let me just bring up the stress table.
I don't think it's too bad.
I don't think it's too bad. Nervous twitch. Your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you increased by 1. So, Paige, your stress level goes up by 1.
Suck my ass.
You have fucking magic drugs that make you not stressed. I don't want to hear it.
Well, you know
got
what?
5 more of them.
Yeah.
You know, I'll kill you.
With the
Jesus.
drugs, I hope so.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyway, you're able to tell she puts in 5437.
Okay, 5437.
Yep. So she puts in the code. It opens up. It's a very spacious suite that was at one point very luxurious. You can tell that it's kind of torn up a little bit, obviously, but she kind of walks in, ushers you guys inside, and closes the door. And then she beelines towards a painting on the wall and like swings the page or the painting open, and there's a safe there, and she starts putting in, it looks like the same pin that she used for the door for the safe.
Okay.
Yeah, not very security minded here. But she opens it up, and you see her pull out a what looks to be a small cube and what looked to be a stack of bills.
Oh.
She then makes her way over to the bed, lifts up the mattress, and pulls out a small bag of what looks to be drugs.
Oh.
Paige, you can recognize these as a syringe that you put in your ocular cavity.
So your
I'm
eye?
sorry.
Yes, you inject your eye with it.
I'm sorry. Is this Cowboy Bebop? Are we like injecting red eye in this bitch now?
It's not exactly red eye. It works very similar to the whatever drug that you have, except there's no negative repercussions for using it besides it being very addictive. You've definitely seen this stuff before, though. It's like heroin.
I'm going to walk up to her and I'm gonna point at it and I'm gonna be like, yo, some of that for some of this, and then I'm gonna hold out one of the nap relief thingies.
So she just kind of smirks a little bit, and then she looks over at both of you and says, "Well, I'll tell you what. How about all of it, plus," and she holds out the bills, plus $1 million to help me get a sample of that strain back to Earth.
You know,
Earth.
to Earth.
Back to Earth.
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 Get off my Earth.
Are you implying that she's holding $1 million?
They're rare
Honestly.
cash bills.
Like in a hand?
They're rare cash
Okay.
bills. It's a smaller stack, Keegan, but it's $1 million
right.
worth of rare cash bills.
Is that $1 million for both of us, or do we got to split the $1 million?
You would have to split it. But I'm sure there's
Okay.
also a good finder's fee that Wayland Yutani will offer for the samples that we got.
That is true. Yeah.
And I
That's-
mean, we were technically supposed to try to salvage the ship and any samples and data, so
Yeah, we're just
we're
doing
not
what we were
doing
told.
anything wrong. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm down.
Okay, so pause on you guys.
There's a lot of shit happening.
All right, so Chris.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
yee.
So you're taking a little bit of a sabbatical rest in the cryo chamber with a few other people. I was trying to figure out what you were typing there for a second, Paige.
Oh, sorry.
But so you're taking a little bit of a rest, and you notice John's is just kind of like shaking, like trembling a little bit. You see that out of the corner of your eye.
You broke up on that one. What's that?
I said you can see John's shaking and like trembling a little bit out of the corner of your eye.
Which one's that one again?
John's is like the main guy that you guys were talking to. Like he seems to be the one who's kind of in
okay.
charge.
You doing good there, buddy?
He just looks over at you. He's like, "Yes, I'm doing fucking fine. Thank you very much."
Well, fuck you too.
You piece of shit.
You notice as he looks over at you and says that, his eyes look extremely bloodshot. And you can see that his arms almost look like they're stretching out of his suit a little bit. Like they look like they're getting a little bit longer than they should be.
You gotta put him down. You gotta old yeller his ass.
Hold up. Need to brain blast this.
Big brain time.
So he's Mr. Lanky right now.
He's getting a little
He's
lanky,
just going-
yeah.
He's just going through a growth spurt. He ate his vegetables.
Is anything else about him different?
Puberty's about to hit him
I
like
mean,
a ton of bricks.
his eyes, like I said, are looking bloodshot, and it almost looks like his head is like elongating slightly.
Okay, so he's starting to look like the thing I already saw.
The
Yes,
ting.
you're noticing it. He's starting to like take on the general shape of that thing that you saw that was chasing you outside.
Okay, is there a utility closet anywhere nearby?
You guys are probably all still sitting in like the examination room. So I mean, no.
Is there any type of closet? Something I could put myself or another person in?
Oops.
There probably would be in the
The-
showers and wardrobe area. But you're also
There's also the cryo tubes.
there are the cryo tubes. You're also the examination room is right next to the cryo tube rooms and junction A2. Like he's just kind of like sitting in the back corner. Everyone's kind of just sitting around.
Hey, buddy. How do I put this? So, I have a little brother named Chungus. He has space cancer, and you look like you're starting to develop the same symptoms as space cancer.
So
this is a xenomorph confirmed.
he just like looks up at you. You see like his teeth almost look like they're sharpening a little bit. And he's just like he's not really saying anything. He's just kind of panting a little bit and staring at you with a very almost pissed off look.
So that space cancer, there's a cure for it, I think. But how about we put you in cryo, so you can take a nap, chill out a little bit, wait till we get back home. Space cancer.
And he lunges at you.
Oh man.
So we're gonna pause on you. Keegan.
Yeah, so I really think that all of the people on my ship are just really nice people. Like I've never really had a problem with many of them.
I mean, I haven't done anything evil.
So you're sitting there at the vehicle bay. You and Reed are still looking over this. Whoops, I'm on the wrong thing. Still looking over this like cut in half creature, and you start to notice her trembling.
You good?
I'm fine.
All right. Well, would you mind going up to the med bay with me to check out the other tube where Derek was his name, right?
Daryl.
Daryl. Where Daryl was. We can try to get an idea of what happened to the other person that was in there.
Yes,
For a
fine,
better
fine.
idea.
Let's just go.
All right.
All right, so you two start making your way over to the elevator, the one that's still operational, that would lead you back to the cryo bay, and then from the cryo bay you could make your way to the main deck. As you guys are going, you can hear kind of almost like a grunting sound coming from her.
I'll look back at her, assuming she's in some sort of pain. There might be some painkillers in the med bay.
So you, when you turn to say that to her, you see that her eyes are very bloodshot, and you can see her arms starting to elongate along with her head as she's just like panting and staring at you.
About how much does it look like they're like elongating?
The head,
But like,
her head not so much. Her arms, you can tell they look like they're growing several inches longer.
like quickly?
Yes. Like visibly, like you're watching them get longer.
All right.
And you can hear
Does
like
she look-
popping noises as they're growing.
I will I'll turn around and like not exactly square up, but like face her.
Okay.
And I'll say I'm really sorry about this, and then I'll try to hit her with the torch.
All right, we're gonna pause on you,
Yep.
and then Paige.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are in the room. You've just agreed that you're going to take the money to help her get like a sample out and everything, and you can feel just the ever so slightest tremor in your left hand,
Oh no.
and that's where we're
Okay.
going to end it for the night.
Oh, good.
All right.
Oh, good.
So that's a good place to end it. So we've got Keegan squaring up and attacking potentially somebody who's morphing, although this is a colonial marine, so that should be very interesting. We have Chris dealing with another person potentially going through some stuff in the cryo lab, and then we've got Paige.
Just going through some stuff.
He's just going through some things. He's just having a hard time right now. We've got Paige, who may or may not be going through something, and we got Paige and Wilson, who just agreed, hey, $1 million sounds good. Let's get a sample back to Earth.
This might be because I don't have much familiarity with this universe. Is a colonial marine like a super soldier
No,
or something?
no,
Okay.
no.
It's just
So
like
it's
a
just a
regular
person.
marine.
They're
would be,
just,
It's a
yeah.
marine.
they're just effing jacked and
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, no, it's not
You-
like Warhammer, Keegan.
No.
Okay.
No,
you
but
basically you just hit like any normal marine. It's not even like a Navy SEAL.
yeah, no,
Okay.
no, it's not like special forces or anything. But it's
Yeah.
it's a marine. Like she's a marine, or was a
Just the
marine.
way you said it made me think, oh, I just fucked up real bad.
No, I'm
No, I
I'm
think colonial. The reason they're called colonial marines is because they specifically use them for like space colonizing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They're space marines, but they're not like Warhammer
Mhm.
space marines. They're just marines in space. She's just a marine. I'm just saying colonial marine because that's just what they're called. I'm
Yeah.
pointing out it's a colonial marine. But it's still
Yeah.
the fact that this is a colonial marine and you are not a marine.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, is it a colonial marine?
It is a colonial
well,
marine.
I
oddly enough.
have a plasma cutter, so I'll
This is
probably
a-
be fine.
yeah.
That is
This is a
fair.
member of a military, and you work on a dock.
Yeah, but I'm real strong.
You are real strong.
All right, so that's where we're going to end it for the night. We will be back next week for what will more than likely be the final session of this one shot. Everyone else,
I wonder why.
you guys all get one more story point. Nobody used a story point, so that's good. You guys have 2 auto successes that you can use for the final, final session. So that should be interesting. But we will be back around 7 o'clock Eastern time next Thursday with this, and then obviously we will be on tomorrow, where Tad, aka Freaking Satan, is going to be doing probably RimWorld. Is it?
RimWorld.
Yeah. So we'll have
Continue
a RimWorld.
continuing the Cthulhu cult RimWorld playthrough.
Nice. So we'll be back on probably around 6:30, 7 o'clock tomorrow for that. And we'll be back on with this Thursday. So thank you for everyone who was watching, and everyone have a good night, all right? Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Later.
everybody.